All right. I think we're live. I have no idea if this is working or not. Somebody give me a thumbs up if I got audio here. Oh, we got people in here already. We've got Shannon Thomas Trucking in the house. Papa, Steve Fanslow. Cheap Freight Hauler says, hope everybody is warm and safe today. Well, thank you. Gary Bates, thumbs up, poop emoji. Yeah, we're sitting out here in the East Coast in a what they're calling a snowstorm. Currently sitting at a customer, waiting to load, and can't back into the dock because it snowed this morning, a couple inches, and then people driving on it and packed down, and now it's too icy because it's an uphill dock to back into, and everybody in front of me is backing up and then sliding right back out towards the ditch on the other side of the driveway, and so they can't have anybody back into the dock to load because you'll slide out and slide across the road here and slide right into the ditch. So sitting here waiting for that situation to be rectified. So I don't really care. We'll sit here. I got the time. But yeah, just out here on the East Coast. Got out here Tuesday, sat and caught up on some stuff. And now we're getting back on the road, just in time for what do they call it? Snowmageddon. They're saying like the coldest Christmas in I don't know how many years. I saw that Wyoming had 60 below wind chill this morning. So I guess, at least we're not there. At least we're not over there. How do I tell? Yes. It's been a while since I did this on the phone here. Oh, we got more folks in here. Haboonster's in the house says, I'm freezing my ass off. Yeah, I got my feet wet, stepped in a puddle, so now my feet are cold. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. It's not so bad. I'll take this. I'll take this every day. Although out here, I'm in Virginia, Northern Virginia, and you know what happens when it snows out here. The good Lord put it here. The good Lord will take it away. Come on. Jerome Jones in the house says, good afternoon, sir. Well, good afternoon, Jerome Jones, Big Money. What's going on? So you've been showing that pretty face of yours in more live streams here recently, coming on talking to folks. Roger Moore in the house. What's going on, buddy? Says, do you have a holding court? Only thing I'm holding is a nice refreshing bottle of Ice Mountain water. Get you some. When you're all caffeined out and you feel like you can't have any more because your heart will explode, I like to say, confuse your liver every once in a while. Throw some water at it, right? Keep it guessing. Keep it guessing. Desert Okie Pam in the house. Thank you for coming in. Grafton. Johnny, is there going to be any CMV ban? I hear tell that up in Pennsylvania, they already have no light vehicles and restricted to so many miles per hour. So I don't know. I'm hoping when I get loaded tomorrow, I'm hoping I can sneak down like 68 and then across 70 because I'm going to end up in Minnesota. So I'm hoping if I stay underneath it or something, at least avoid the ice. The snow, I don't care. But you know how they like to pile them up in Pennsylvania when the weather gets bad. Man, I tell you what. Benedetto in the house. That's a DOT violation, probably. David Edwards, thanks for coming in. Grade 8 Transportation says, good afternoon, DIY and chat. Snowed in here in Vivian, South Dakota. Trying to get to Montana, then home for Christmas. Ooh, I wish you all the luck, man. If you got to go to Montana yet, you got some miles to put on and then get back in this freaking cold, man. It looks ugly out there. It looks ugly out there. Shannon Thomas says, we have missed you. Well, I've missed y'all. I just spent like a day and a half in a hotel because I got empty and I was tired and I shacked up. I'm like, I'll go hotel, take a shower. This is on Tuesday, do a live stream, go to bed. Got to the hotel and just got as lazy as you can possibly imagine. And then fell asleep. And then yesterday, I killed a day. I went for a long walk. And then did a whole bunch of paperwork, about 4 hours worth of billing and stuff. And then I'm like, I should really go live. And then I'm like, well, I could just go eat too much and fall asleep because I'm in a hotel. So I did that. I watched some TV. So yeah, I was exceedingly lazy, but it was nice to have a break. And just figured I'd come out and run. Everybody else is gonna be home for Christmas, so I figured I could work, keep customers happy because they needed some trucks over the holiday. So Christmas, this would only be the second Christmas I ever worked. I always try to be home for Christmas, but Thanksgiving has become our big family holiday. We do a giant Thanksgiving, like 40 people come over to the house. And Christmas, the nephews and nieces and grandkids are older. They're kind of doing their own thing now. So everybody's starting to kind of do their own family thing. And yeah, I don't know. We knock it out over Thanksgiving. Oh, Greg Zimmer in the house says, I don't want to talk about DOT violations. Oh, Greg, they got you. They got you. Hands in the air and bend over. Roger Moore says, got stuck in the dock the other day. Now I carry a bag of ice melt. Yeah, I got stuck in a dock last week. What the heck was it? Last week, Thursday. I backed in. The snow was about 6 inches deep. And they had plowed, but not. They stopped just before where your drives sit when you back into the dock. And of course, hot tires backed in. They only took like 15 minutes to load me. And then when I went to pull out, I couldn't go nowhere. So got my hammer out, busted up the ice all around the tires, and just kept rocking her back and forth. And we got out eventually, but it took a while. I was a little angry that time. The guy's driving around the parking lot with a big old payloader. I'm like, do you think you could just come, make a swipe through here so a guy could get in or out of a dock? But no such thing. Mark the mailman says getting loaded in Hamilton, Ohio. So what I like down there in Hamilton, I just talked to somebody in Fairfield, Ohio. He said the weather was good, but don't ever come to, what was the name of the Interstate Cold Storage in Fairfield, Ohio. He says, don't ever come here. Do yourself a favor. He says, unless you hate yourself and in that self-mutilation, he says, then come here to Interstate Cold Storage. They'll hook you up. Cheap Freight Hauler says, in a dock last winter, every time the forklift went into the trailer, it would push me off the dock. That's what they were doing here for a while. If you could manage to back up into the dock and get to the bumpers, to the dock bumpers, they were trying to hook your ICC bumper before you could slide back out. And I'm like, we're not really doing that because you're not ripping my ICC bumper off today. Maybe another day. Not today. Holiday weekend and whatnot. Music City Transport says coldest temps in a generation supposedly translates into a burr emoji, I guess. Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, we've had, I don't know, maybe 5 out of the last 10 Christmases and where I live, there's really no snow on the ground other than a dusting. So we just been getting pounded here with snow the last few days, the last week actually. So, I like to go on the road and let somebody else handle that. My wife said she got home from work the other day, went to walk the dog, and there was a plastic Walmart bag hanging from a pine tree at the end of the driveway. I'm like, somebody found me. Truck driver got me. It's a plastic Walmart bag that could only be a truck driver. But nope, it was a UPS driver. He must have thought he would get stuck in our driveway, so he took the package and he put it in a Walmart bag and tied it to a tree branch at the end of the driveway. I'm like, is that something we do now? Is that how we deliver packages? I don't know. I would think you'd maybe just park on the road and walk up the driveway, but no, we just tie it to a tree like a common truck driver poop bag, I guess. There's Cash is King. Man, where you been? I'm hearing all kinds of stories about you. You ain't done a live stream. I'm guessing there's a reason you don't want to show your face live till the medicine starts to kick in, some of the sores go away. I don't know. Says I got more miles trading Bitcoin than you got sitting on YouTube in an awesome hoodie complaining about an icy dock. Yeah, I represent Cash is King merch tent right here. Look at this pretty thing. Getting a lot of attention. Wherever I go, people are staring at it. It says Cash is King Trucking, YouTube. How do you like that? Pretty eye-catching. Get you some. I tell you what, go to your favorite YouTuber's merch store. It's the perfect Christmas gift. Everybody can use a hoodie that says, come on with it, or do epic shit, or Cash is King Trucking. Get you some. Nomadic Brit in the house. Thanks coming in. Big Daddy Trucking says, is there such a thing as coffeeed out? Seriously, get me an IV of the good stuff. Well, you know, they take the best of both worlds now and put an iced coffee with an energy drink. And, you know, some people would highly recommend you take a 5-hour energy shot and drop it in there. I go different ways on that. But I've seen somebody take a Monster, pour it into a glass, and put a 5-hour energy in there. I'm like, you really hate your heart. You are really trying to die. But hey, I talked to this at a Flying J once. I talked to this skinny little cashier, man. She couldn't have been 90 pounds. I swear. She was telling me she drinks 7 Monsters a day. I said, you're going to die. It says right on the can, no more than 2, and you're probably half the size of the average human. You probably have no more than 1, and you probably shouldn't have that many. She's like, yeah, I was like getting really messed up from it, and I had to quit. I'm like, yeah, I believe that. That's easy to convince me of. Jaywalk in here says, Merry Xmas to you all. I'm gonna take that one step further and say Merry Christmas. Well, we're not afraid to say the Christmas word around here, but I'm just teasing you. I know that's what you meant. Roger Moore, channel member, by the way. Thank you. I only drink coffee flavored water. Ew. That don't even sound good, dog. Oof. Sounds rough. Jerome Jones says, yeah, showing my face on Shannon's channel. I hope my ugly mug doesn't lower her views and sub count. That's where I saw you. I seen you on Shannon's channel the other day. Bernie Sands in the house. Worth noting, Bernie Sands, not a channel member. How do you like that? Says, what's up, DIY? That doesn't look like your office. This is my mobile Mac studio. Green screen and whatnot. Bring it with me out here to Virginia. No, we out trucking, Bernie Sands, so that a scallywag like yourself does not have to. How do you like that? Papa says -10 this morning. Ooh, doggy. It's cold enough. Got your antigel? Did you get you some for the winter? Definitely treat that fuel. I don't care if it is blended. -10. Probably okay, you know, truck moving, but you don't want to break down because you can die. You don't want to die. Tell you what, you don't want to die for lack of using my FuelOx promo code to get you some antigel. Get you some of that cold charge. And if you're in 60 below weather, get you some of that freeze guard. Use that DIY semi promo code. Save you some money. Cassius King says Ice Mountain, more like Deer Piss River. Come on now. Ice Mountain is it's a 100% natural spring water. Guaranteed no deer urine. It says that right on the bottle. They don't say anything about rabbit urine, and honestly, they don't say what fish do in the water. I'm pretty sure there's fish in those springs. Fish do some nastiness in that water. Procreating and whatnots. Cheap Freight Hauler says it's a cold 44 degrees in Georgia now. Damn it. David Edwards says, howdy, Mr. Cash. Yeah, I sent him a link. You know, he's too good for us now. He's got all them super chats. Says, I'm out. I don't even have to live stream anymore. Mimi says, could you please recommend the factoring company I should try? Thanks. My authority goes active 101. We talked a little bit about that. The factoring companies going out of business and shenanigans and foreign companies pulling some shenanigans. Go to Triumph. They're a bank. They're regulated. Not all factoring companies are regulated, believe it or not. So I factor my brokerage through Triumph. I don't factor my carrier. But give Triumph a call. I tell you what, go to any of my videos. There's a link right in the description there. Or call Ashley at the number in that description. Tell you heard about her from me, and I'm hoping I can get like a referral or something. But I'd send you there either way. Yeah, Triumph. They're owned by a bank and they are regulated. So the chances of them closing down and making off with your money Federal government would be all up in their ass. And plus, they got good rates. They'll customize. Hey, you got one truck, you got 10 trucks. How much we talking here? How much we talking? The more business you do, the less you pay. So, had a couple people sign up over there. They said they're pretty happy with it. So yeah, link in the description of all the videos. Check it out. Except for some of the live streams, the links don't show up. I gotta go in there and put them in there manually. Where was I? David Edwards says, howdy, Mr. Cash. Papa heading to Seattle, then Portland. Ooh, wonder how the weather is up there. Got a chance to pick up some runs going up there, but I don't really care to send my trucks up there because it takes too long to get them back, and then I'm missing out on other stuff. But David Edwards says, weather is hold so far in Lima, Ohio, but it's going to get nasty in 4 hours. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pick up this load and only go 150 miles with it, a little further east into the north. Unload and reload tomorrow, and then start heading back. So I'm hoping, I definitely want to miss the overnight tonight, and then got an extra transit day on there because of the holiday. So maybe I'll just run out the daylight hours tomorrow, especially if I end up in Pennsylvania, because in Pennsylvania at night, you know how they like to pile them up there. And then I won't be so pressed for time if it's really going to get that bad. The last two storms that came through Wisconsin, they were crying. The first one, they were crying 8 inches, like overnight. We didn't get a dusting. We didn't get one snowflake. And then this last one, they're like 4 inches today, 4 inches tomorrow, and then 6 inches. Out of the total thing, we got like 2.5 inches. So I'm tired of these people crying wolf. Like, I'll just deal with whatever happens. I just look out my window and I say, I got more miles driving in the snowbank than you do on dry roads. I got more miles trying to back up into an icy dock than you do having 40 acres to turn that rig around. We just hit him with that. Call it good. Mark the Mailman says, interstate cold is exactly where I am. Ooh, sorry about your life. Sorry about your life. We've been there a few times. I don't think so much for deliveries, but we've loaded out of there probably half a dozen times. Never really had problems, but you never know. D. Compton says, good afternoon, shutting it down for Christmas, but right back at it Monday. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to y'all. Alex says, my engine just shut off, got diesel gelled up, used house additive. Any idea? Yeah, get you some fuel locks. Not that it'll do you any good like here today, but start using that, the cold charge. Go to fuellocks.com. There's the science on there to back it up. If you in some like epically cold weather like Alaska or Canada, get you some of that freeze guard. It's military grade antigel without all the fillers in it. So it comes in a really small bottle, treats the same amount. Use my discount code DIYSM to save you some money. And they also have what's called fuel bomb. It's the same thing as the 911 where it will liquefy gelled fuel. Heat bomb. There you go. Have you heard of liability 5 million? What's your opinion? Yeah, some places will want that. Like Walmart wants. I tried to get on with Walmart. They want a minimum of 2 million. I believe it was 2. Maybe they were 5 million. I can't remember, but at the time it had to have 5 trucks, and then their insurance requirements were higher. It was either 2 million or 5 million. But yeah, I don't. What these freaking lawsuits? What do they call them? The not catastrophic lawsuits, but the big ones. The big ones. A lot of places are wanting to see higher limits, and it's gonna probably happen. I mean, even if brokers don't require it, shippers can require it. So, yeah, it's gonna drive the prices up of already increased insurance prices. But I mean, if you're going to be in business, that's kind of how you got to play it. And that's kind of another area where it's nice to have some direct freight, because if they demand that of you, you can go and say, hey, we're going to have to have a little bit more money to meet these standards, and they're going to understand. It's not like a broker where they don't really care. Mimi Factoring Company, Triumph. Johnny says, come on with it. All right, we just did. Where is come on with it? Where the hell is Bill Beasley? Where's a Bill Beasley when you need him? Need to wish him a Merry Christmas. Cents per mile says, I loaded up with House, then had to add 4 bottles of 911 and new filters, still gelling up. In my shop, storing tanks with good stuff. Minnesota ain't no joke right now. Yeah, here's the thing. Those big bottles you get, you know, House in the big bottle, Power Service in the big bottle, pick your brand. It doesn't matter. Most of that is fillers, guys. It's stuff that will increase your cetane. You know, it's perceived value. You say, oh, it's a bigger jug. I'm getting more for it. I'll buy this. It's got to be better. In marketing, I mean, marketing is a real thing. It's powerful. So, you know, I did some videos just, you know what I did? I took some fuel, unscientific. I don't give a damn, but it's close to real. Well, I took some fuel, bought like 14 different antigels, put it in the fuel, mixed it. Everything was as you know, close as I could get it. The recommended dosage, the fuel was all the same from same pump, and I threw them in the frickin' freezer. Thank God the bottles didn't break and ruin about $2,000 worth of beef, right? And then I pulled them out and I seen which ones did what. You know, I recommend, hey, if you're in cold, you live in the cold, get some bottles or some jars like that, mason jars, do that, and set them outside in the 10 below, whatever. It's time we got to see for ourselves what these things do, not just keep taking people's words for it and advertising. And the House is in middle of the road. It did a little better than I expected, but some of the other ones that I expected to do really well, like Power Service, did not perform well. The 2 best performing ones were the Fuel Ox and then the Motor Coat anti-gel, which I don't see anymore. So I don't know what's up with that. And then surprisingly, with the exception of the Motor Coat and the Fuel Ox Cold Charge, the straight untreated fuel outperformed the other ones. There was less waxing and gelling in the jars than the other ones that were blended. I make no claims as to why. It's just I did the test and just let it speak for itself. Didn't try to make any claims as to why any of them did what. So, you know, do something like that for yourself. But you know, the Fuel Ox products, they work, the antigel, and I don't see the Motor Coat one anymore. So, yeah, just save you money in the long run, right? Paul Harris says, I'm home making pies. I'm the pie king for the holidays. Ooh, nice. Merry Christmas to all. If your body says you're tired, get the rest. Don't kill yourself or anyone else. Yeah, yep, especially in the bad weather. Bat1 says, I need an automatic painter. Drank 5 monsters a day, and at 32 years old, his heart exploded and he died. I know another dude that used to drink like 3-4 of them a day, and one day at work, he worked on a highway crew, and he just had a massive stroke, and that was it. He didn't die right away. It took 3-4 days. But, yeah, that's no joke. Those are, especially them big cans, man, and they're the Bang ones, man, that's 300 milligrams of caffeine. Like 3,000, I think 3,200 is toxic. If you have 3,200, you're dead. But, you know, don't take that as gospel. Look it up. But it's a lot of caffeine, man. It's not without consequence. And I'm not innocent. I don't like the Bangs, man. This is so sweet they make your teeth hurt. The only one I really care for is the Rockstar Recovery Orange. That's like my jam right there. But other than that, or the Monster Orange, no sugar. But I'm trying to quit all that. Fake Truckin' says, I got more miles wishing Cassius King would do a live show than you got trying to fit those cheeks into a Walmart plastic bag. Damn it, boy. Is that you that tied that Walmart bag to my tree? Better not be. Better not be. Was there 2 super chats there? Did I miss one? No, Mimi. Mimi had the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Asking about the factoring company. Yeah. Link in the description, all the videos. Oh, he says he knew an automotive painter who drank 5 monsters a day and died. Okay. Fate Truckin' dropping a link to his video, says, watch this and don't die. All right. Spud Runner says, I mix Monster and Red Bull. Ooh, I don't like the taste of Red Bull. It just isn't my thing. Made me saying thank you, appreciate you. All right. Jaywalk says, use a bank, exactly what DIY said, factoring. Yeah, and I tell you what, like I can get a referral from Triumph. That's cool. I appreciate using that, but there is even better ways to do that. I mean, if you have access to a medium-sized line of credit where you're paying the interest, by an annual APR of, I don't know, 7% versus paying, 2% on every load, it might be a better way for you to go. Or, some of the quick pays are 1% now. But there can be some other, ancillary benefits to factoring a little bit. It's just, I don't know. You do what you do. I don't recommend people factor their whole life. Go ahead and factor, get yourself rolling, get yourself a war chest and a bankroll, and then hopefully you can, wean yourself off of it. But use a reputable company that's been around a long time. There is, I don't know if you guys saw that interview I did with AWA and Freight Checkers last weekend before. Like, conversation off the air is just the massive amounts of fraud going on right now. Like, it's just, he can't believe it. He's telling me, the percentage he believes of freight, on the load board that is either just straight up fraud, double brokered, and it's significant. He's like, I never really seen it like this before. So don't give these people the chance, man. I'm to the point, like, if you're overseas, unless I've dealt with you before or I have a high level of confidence in you, I'm not even gonna deal with you, because like if they pull some crap, you're just out. Like, the money's just gone. There's nothing you're gonna do about it. I mean, AWA has been pretty successful. They have some strategies. Like, if you get caught in that position, give them a call. They've been able to collect from some shippers or receivers, and they do more than just go after the bond. They got attack dog lawyers. So after just seeing how much fraud there is, honestly, we're trying to stay off the load board, period. Having this conversation with one of my drivers the other day, and I'm like, dude, I don't really even look at the load board too much anymore, until it's last resort. Like, I try to book with somebody I've booked before or somebody I have on my email list. Load board is like last resort. I mean, and he agrees. He's like, I'm almost to the point where I'll take a little bit less money to not be on the load board. It takes a long time to get there. It's not easy, but I'm just over it. I'm freaking over it. And you guys know, you hear the complaints, they're screwing us and this and that. I'm like, stay off it, man. I understand that's not viable for everybody, but maybe you can book 30-40% of your loads every week that way. Every little bit helps. But yeah. Cash is King Trucking says, I don't have any cash to send you right now, but I'll send you over some FTT tokens. Let me check my FTX account real quick. Oh, can inside your FTX account, could you transfer into mine in NFTs so I can convert it to Dogecoin? And then, ultimately we want to end up in I don't know, what's that other coin? Shiba Inu. It's got to be convertible. We got to keep them off our trail, and trigger a taxable event every time we switch. Bernie Sands says, don't feel bad, I'm too cheap. I'm not a member of anyone's channel. I've never done a super chat either. Bernie Sands, you got more miles being a cheap sumbitch driving a new Freightliner than you do sending anybody a super chat on YouTube. I can talk that way to Bernie Sands because we're friends. Jaywalk says 20's in Seattle area now. Okay. I'm going to be sending a truck up there next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We got some hurdles to overcome, but hopefully sending a truck up there next week. Trying to get the paperwork done in time. Hopefully picking up a new lane here. Oliver 880 says, I'm done for today. Okay. Cool Trucking. Merry Christmas, Adam. Hope you're good. Well, Merry Christmas to you, Cool Trucking. Hope you're doing well up there in the coldness up there. I've heard it's pretty ugly. MC says -49 in Sioux Falls. That's why I'm not going to complain about sitting here waiting in a icing parking lot, because it could be that. At least the wind's not howling at 70 miles an hour. And I hate a wind chill, man. I can take the cold. Like, I can take 20 below comfortably if it's not windy. Man, you add that wind in, Best thing to do is keep your lower back covered. Keep your butt crack warm. The rest you'll do just fine. Dos says, look for Ryan Hall, y'all. He's the best channel for weather forecasts. Okay. All right. Cassius King Trucking says, I got more miles in the party row at the truck stop than you got digging on that avalanche out of the snowbank. Oh, yeah. So the title of the video is, did I put it in the snow, or did I put it in the ditch? I did not. I did not put the Mac in the ditch or the Freightliner. However, I did put the Toyota Avalon in the ditch. So Sunday, was it Sunday? Saturday? Saturday, I think I was going to leave. Yeah, it was a Saturday. Going to leave for work. We had just gotten a bunch of snow, and they don't plow our road sometimes for like 3 days. We got like 4 inches of snow. So I take the Avalon out. Now, this is a spare car. The tires are relatively bald, so shame on me, right? And it had been sitting in the driveway. I hadn't been running like a week, sitting out there in the snowstorms and the bad weather. And I fired up. I'm going to go to the grocery store, grab some groceries on my way to the truck stop, go to work. Coming down my road, it's only like a quarter mile to the stop sign where I got turned. Come to the end of the road, hit the brakes. Ain't really no brakes. And luckily there was nobody coming on the cross street. I went through the intersection, up on the snowbank, and nose down in the ditch on the other side, and high centered on the snowbank. The rear tires were off the ground. I don't know if my brakes were froze up and the calipers just didn't apply, or just if my tires were that bald and there was just nothing there. It was like, and I wasn't even going fast. I'm probably going about 20 miles an hour. It was just like I had no brakes at all. So it's embarrassing to be that guy sitting in the ditch. I tell you what, it was a lot of fun. I called my wife. She's like, "Are you hurt? Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'll be honest with you, it was kind of fun." But then I had to call a tow truck, and he's like, "I'll be there in about an hour." Then meanwhile, everybody that drove by stopped to see if I was okay, which I was. And then there's one guy's like, "You want me to pull you out?" I'm like, "Man, I'm in here pretty good. Can you get me out?" He's like, "Oh man, I got a tow strap. Let's do this." So I hooked it through my rim, and he took about 5 good tugs, his 4-wheel drive, just to screaming on the pavement, and he pulled me right out of there. So, yeah, we got out. We were okay. But then I was late, so I didn't get a chance to go to the grocery store. What the heck is this? Is this a Bernie Sands? Bernie Sands, $100 super chat. I appreciate that, buddy. I was just giving you grief. We got Bernie Sands likes it when I pick on him. He likes it. Where we lose off? Yeah, so I put the Avalon in the ditch. What can I tell you? Didn't do any damage. I wouldn't have cared if it did. The car, I mean, I don't know, it's probably worth $10,000 now, but it's a 2005, like freaking brand new, with pushing 300,000 miles, 270,000 miles on it, I guess. But it's like my spare car, and I don't really care what happens to it. But just pack the grill with snow is all that happened. But it was fun. The only thing I was hoping for is the state patrol didn't pull up, or the county sheriff. Other than that, I don't really care. Cool Truckin' says, or you can use ATF. It will keep from gelling. Yeah, but what if you get your fuel dipped and you have a hard time explaining why your fuel is red? I worry about that. It also, cleans your injectors and stuff. ATF is really good for that. Bernie Sands, I like to use the freeze guard and regular fuel ox catalyst together. Ooh, okay, there you go. There you go. Sage Live Outcast says, hey now, did you change your channel name again? I don't remember the Outcast being on there. Or are you just a fan of the band? Chicken Hawk says, Cassius King, is that Avalon is still running? We both have Avalons. They're both very old with a ton of miles, and we both just love them. Max RP, Rapid City starting to let up, but still windy and cold. Tomorrow should get above single digits. Oof. Dang. Hurdles is one of those words truckers never want to hear. No, I can't see a truck driver doing the 100-yard hurdles. Definitely going to pull a hammy, I'd say. Stretch him. I wrecked a calf muscle yesterday just by standing up. So that kind of sucks. Truck Pilot Nate says it's 5 degrees here in northeast Oklahoma. Wind chills in the negative double digits. I'm a native Texan. I wasn't made for this. That's pretty damn cold for Oklahoma. They got to be pretty pissed off down there. Bernie Sanders, thank you once again. Appreciate it. The insult investor. Holy crap! I caught you live. Yeah, you did. How about that? Hope you're not too disappointed. Just Trucking says Toyota Avalon, classy sedan. Yeah, I'm a low maintenance, easy to please guy. I don't really need too many nice things, but Just Trucking, I saw you use that MUDFLAP app there for the first time. Glad you're liking it. Glad you're liking it. Using the red 911 today. Yeah, definitely have some on hand, if nothing else. Ronald Slisky says, hey, Adam. Hey, Ron, what's up? Made his day. AB says, hope you get home. I myself am an independent and won't work after tonight. You get screwed working the holidays. Power service is my choice. Yeah, like I said, this is only the second Christmas I've ever worked. The other one was Christmas of 2017. And that's because somebody just threw a pile of money at me to do this load. That was 2017 or 18. I think it was 17. Might have been 18. No, it was 17. Gave me like this, and this was before we had seen any kind of huge rates. Somebody paid me like $7,000 to go from Wisconsin to Salt Lake, which at that time was unheard of. It was like $5 a mile, all miles. Now, I'd never seen that kind of money before, not even close, especially on a long load. Are you kidding me? So I got out there and got unloaded, and then I sat Christmas Day in a hotel, and then I bounced up to Idaho and loaded a load coming back to Chicago for like $4,400, which at that time was like super good money also. So I made like 11.4 that week. This is the most money I'd ever made in my life, for 1 week of work. And yeah, I told the guy, he was trying to get me to haul that load for like $6,800. I'm like, nope. I'm like, I gotta have 7,000 because there's a good chance I might end up getting divorced over this. I said, you better make it worth it. So he's like, all right, whatever. So they paid me. But yeah, power service, okay. Bernie Sen says, where's the Christmas super chats? If I can do $100, someone should top it. Yeah, where's Fake Trucking? Where's Come On With It? No, I'm just kidding. Insult investor, LOL. I'm old school, E-log exempt, only way to go. Yeah, I got a feeling that they're gonna attack that sooner or later. They just can't seem to leave any good thing alone. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, truck drivers have some kind of good thing going for them. Let's hurry up and ruin that or take it away. Come On With It says, I'm the Kenny Powers of trucking, bitches. Oh, is that Eastbound and Down? Is that the name of that show? Remember, he's a baseball pitcher. I watched some of them clips on YouTube. He's freaking hilarious. I throw the ball hard as F. AB says, 30 years in the effing business. That's long enough. Definitely long enough. Come On With It says, Django Unchained. Okay. K-Whopper Kid says, I-380 in Iowa was a mess last night. They weren't plowing. Yeah, Iowa's another one you got to watch. 80 across Iowa. And then how about 65, between Indianapolis and Chicago and, in Gary, Indiana there. That's a bad one, too. That wind, man. That wind makes ice. Iowa's a bad one. What do you got here? Mark Saipen. Hi, what can you say to a newbie owner-operator who runs locally and is thinking to start doing regional? I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth. Hell, do it. Do it. If you want to do it, go do it. It's a tough time right now, but find a niche. Find regular people to run for. Going out and trying to run the load board is a iffy proposition right now. So definitely build some relationships. AB says, got calls today from brokers, big money to run during the holidays. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that. Good to know they can still pay when they have to, right? True says, MUDFLAP is the best, pumped $650 and paid $454 in Indiana. Yeah, man, when when the markup is high and the margin is high, them discounts are killer. I had a guy last week fill up in Connecticut. This wasn't MUDFLAP, it was our fuel card, and the discount ended up being just a couple dollars shy of $300 on like $140 fill up or 140 gallon fill up. So that was pretty awesome. AB says, "Yep, wait for it." Okay. Robert B in the house. What's up? Merry Christmas, man. Says, "You trucking in this? You crazy, man." Yeah. Yeah, like I said, our big family thing is Thanksgiving. Everybody kind of goes their own separate ways for Christmas. And wanted to make sure and keep this customer happy, and I don't mind. It's okay. Come on with it. Says, "How have you been? Stay warm." Yeah, we staying warm. We're doing pretty good out here. We're on the East Coast right now. Let me show you. Yeah, it's not really a lot of snow, but it's packed. It's like snow packed into ice. Now it's raining on top of it, so she's pretty slick. I'll be happy to get some weight on here. And good thing is I only got about 150 miles to go to get to where I'm going. They're paying me $1,200 though, so what's that, like 10? No, it's not $10 a mile. I don't know, 8 something. So we good. And that's not even a holiday rate. That's just what we get on these short ones here. AB says, "Throw your nuts over your shoulder and get you some." Woo. Yeah, I can't quite do that yet. We're not that old yet. Cassius King Trucking says, "I got more miles drinking house than you got getting tugged in a ditch by a random dude." Oh, is it bad that I let some random guy tug on my Avalon? Damn it. Yeah, the weather was bad that day. So now I got to pull that when I get home. So I just went and parked that car at the truck stop, and it's been sub-zero weather ever since. When I get home, I'll ease it on home and pull it in the heated garage and melt it all out and see if something was froze up or what. But I know I need tires on that thing. I've known that for a while. So shame on me running around in crappy tires. Could have ended way worse, but it is what it is. Come on, but it says Cash had a side box full of motor coat. Don't let him fool you. Yeah, his wasn't. I don't think his was the antigel though. It was just the regular fuel treatment. Killian says I-80 coming through Iowa City, minus 10 degrees. Damn it! Is that the regular temperature, or is that the wind chill? I know a couple fellas that are in for a real treat. I hear tell there's an ice fishing expedition coming up to northern Minnesota, and I hear tell about 3 or 4 guys are coming from a subtropical climate that have never really been in that kind of weather before in the middle of February. So my advice is make sure before you leave home you have your affairs in order. Will, power of attorney. Tell your wife all the passwords. Might I suggest clear your browser history before you leave? That's always a big one people forget to do. And say goodbye to your wives and kids and tell them you love them, because you're coming into some cold like you have not seen before, especially out on a multi-mile across lake with hopefully the wind isn't too bad, but you're not going to be outside toasting marshmallows. But dress in layers. So you don't want one big heavy jacket, maybe a bunch of sweatshirts and then a big heavy jacket. Keep your lower back warm, keep your neck warm, stocking hat. And then instead of one big heavy pair of gloves or a thin pair of gloves, maybe you would like a Gore-Tex or a waterproof. And then over that, put some, maybe some chopper mitts or something. Socks, multiple pairs of socks, insulated socks, and waterproof boots. And possibly you want to get yourself some of those hand warmers. You can get those up in Minnesota, put them inside your gloves and inside your boots. Long johns, pair of sweatpants, and then your snow pants over those. And then you should be good. You should be good. It's gonna be an adventure for you. If the wind ain't bad, you'll be okay. That wind kicks up. Sorry about your life. Come on with it. Says the GPS is strong with Killian's. By Killian's, do you mean the Mackinac kid? The Mackinac kid. That's his new name. Bernie Sanders says, I'll catch the replay. I have a lot to do. Got to get these permit stickers on the truck and paperwork done. Yeah, you do. It's almost the end of the year. I got to, I didn't put my IFTA stickers on the truck yet. Got them right here. I was waiting to get to some warm weather so they would stick better. So I'll probably do that tomorrow because the truck is wet today. Come on with it. Says, I'm older than you and I have never seen this weather. Crazy. Really? Well, I'm not there, so I don't know what it's like. I remember New Year's Day of, what was it? Probably 2018, maybe 2019, 2018. It probably would have been. We had 50 below wind chill. You know how I know? It sucked because my truck gelled up. I'd parked the truck, like it was sat in the truck stop for like a week, and I treated the fuel. I think I put Penray in there, and I should have double dosed it, but I didn't because I didn't know it was going to get that cold. And then I went to work on New Year's Day, and she was frozen like a brick. The fuel was like literally like snot. I went through like 7 fuel filters that day. My generator wouldn't start to plug the block heater in, so I had to go buy a new generator, and then I plugged the block heater in, put the battery charger on it, and then I brought my torpedo heater and a tarp. Did it all right in the truck stop. It took me like 6 hours to get the damn truck running. And then half a mile down the road, I gelled my fuel plugged again. I changed it, fell on my ass in traffic, and then that was the last time I went. That was my 7th fuel filter for the day. But that was like the worst I ever froze up. That was stupid. That was just neglect by me. But that's how you learn. And it was damn cold. That might be the coldest I ever felt it. Like I was outside for hours at a time, just like feeling like I was actually in danger of dying. Where do we see this? Orland says a 20 kilowatt air cooled generator is not charging battery. What should I change? A 20 kilowatt air cooled generator is not charging the battery. What should I change? Well, do you have like an inverter? I mean, do you have, or hooked up like a battery charger plugged into the generator? Or is it an inverter generator? How are we charging the batteries off of that? Might be easy to just carry a small battery charger and wire it in there or hook it up. But you got this is a gas powered generator. You need a way to invert that to 12 volt to charge your batteries. So not sure how you're doing that. Cassius King Trucking says, no, my motor coat was the antigel. Oh, okay. I got it on sale for $8 a jug. I bought all they had. Oh, okay. I thought it was just the fuel treatment. Ronnie Nelson says, get a few burritos and something to drink, young man. Relax and Merry Christmas. So I appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, I think I had some Chinese food delivered to the hotel. There was a Golden Corral across the street. I was thinking about going and smashing the buffet at the Golden Corral, but I just wasn't hungry enough. And then there was an IHOP or Cracker Barrel. But I just kind of vegged out and was really lazy. Come on with it. Says the Hebrew and a sale coming to a theater near you. Oh, damn it. Truck pilot Nate says, I like a single layer of aluminum, a camper headed to Florida. Ooh, it's going to get cold in that camper. Tell you that. AB says, wish truckers would come together and shut down until we get things in our favor, but I know it won't happen. Don't haul cheap freight. If a large percentage, we would need to get what we want, but not. Yeah, it's not going to happen. You can't get 2 truckers to agree on, is it 49 miles from here to there, or is it 49.2? They'll go to war over that 0.2 miles. Or, my truck will run 111. Well, yeah, my truck will run 112. It's just never going to happen. And guess what? They'll just use that unification to demonize us, turn people against us anyway. So, JH, my winter plan, don't go above I-10 or I-5 past Sacramento. Let's see if I make it past February. The last I got paid, we'll go to 100 miles. I stuck to going to Wenatchee. Merry Christmas. Yeah, everybody stay I'll tell you what, here's what we'd like everybody to do. Stay south of, I want to say I-70, but I'm going to go ahead and say I-40 when the weather's like this. Stay far south as you can. And then when there's no trucks up north here, when the weather's bad, we can just kill it on the rates. Come on. That's my strategy. Tell everybody stay home or stay to the south so that when the weather's bad, we can go out and make a bunch of money. I'm Busy Trucking says, big DIY, what's up? Not much. Just sitting here, you know, repping my Cash is King merchandise with a Cash is King Trucking hoodie. Tell you what, this thing is extremely soft. It's very, very soft quality for a YouTube hoodie. I hope mine are that soft. I don't know. I should buy one of my own hoodies and probably wear it. That'd probably be a smart thing to do. Come on, wait, it says I usually put my new IFTA stickers on January 1st. But yeah, January 1st, I'll probably be home. It's probably going to be cold. But I should probably put her in the shop and warm it up. I used Fuel Ox Antigel, triple dose. Yeah, at a certain point, I don't care what you're using. Double dose, triple dose. If you're in freaking 50 below zero weather, hit it hard, man. You don't want to gel up. I don't care. It would suck. Don't forget, the Cash King says, don't forget to bring lots of chocolate pudding on your ice fishing adventure. Yes, you're going to want to go heavy on the chocolate pudding and Jello pudding pops. It says, there have been pockets of bad weather like this, but nothing this widespread. I haven't seen the radar. I guess the radar shows a giant storm. I don't look at it because I don't want to stress about it. Like, I got to do what I got to do one way or another. Just if it gets too bad, I'll just shut her down and we'll do it again tomorrow or whatever. I don't know. We figure it out. We always do. Old school trucking is how I started, and that's how I will end it. Well, come on with it. Thanks for highlighting my statement. This is the only way to get things in our favor. I don't know. I've thought a lot about that. Cool Trucking has pointed out, because I made the statement, has a shutdown ever worked, or when getting together anything earlier worked? Well, he said back in the 70s during deregulation, they had, organized shutdowns or whatever, different time, different place. I don't think these, shutdowns or let's all march on Washington, I don't think any of that will really ever work, because you're never going to really get enough people. And we don't all agree on the same thing. Like, honestly, like me and you and 10 other people in here have different perspective on things. And that's the way it should be. How do we get things done in our favor? I don't know. I think we got to be smarter. Like, we really have to start being smart business people, and showing people that we are. I think there's a lot we can do. I've tried to do some things in that fashion by, number one, bringing like the best people and the best products into this. Like, we pushed hard for 2 years with Paul from Freight Connect, build relationships, try to get some direct shippers. Very few people did it. Not going to lie to you. You know why you're not hearing from Paul right now? Because Paul is busier than the one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. We always said, Paul, when this spot market is hot, people aren't going to call you because, they're smart. They got all this money. When things turn, you're going to be the busiest man out there, because then people are going to need you and realize, oh, crap, I should have done that when I had the opportunity. That's one thing we can do. We don't like the brokers. Everybody wants to get rid of brokers. You don't need a law. You can get rid of brokers for yourself, right? I brought Paul into this. 2 weeks ago, we had Alexander Winton and Associates on here talking about, collections and the broker fraud and how to, mitigate some of that as part of being on freight checkers there. And they can help you get paid. We've got MUDFLAP as part of the channel to help bring some good fuel discounts to people who may otherwise not have the credit to get a fuel card, may not believe in credit, don't want to go through the hassle. They're pretty good fuel discounts. If you're leased onto a carrier, you may have some better ones. Trying to bring all these good things. I think that's what needs to continue to happen, like people like me and the other people out there need to continue to bring good solutions to the industry. Okay, so we bitched about brokers and this and that. I went and started a brokerage, put the word out there that, hey, we're doing this thing. If you want to be part of it, email me, get on this list. Now, understand, not everybody's a reefer carrier, not everybody's in the area, but you know how many people have had participate in any level from that? I've gotten to the point where I don't really even feel like sending out email loads because I don't get a response. One person. And I can't say I've changed things for everybody, but changed stuff for that one guy. He's doing a great job, and he's hauling for me almost exclusively. Now I don't need to put out loads to other people. The guy's taken most of what I got. So, can't say it changed too many people's lives, but it changed one, and maybe hopefully this thing gets bigger, right? And so we're doing that. So, there needs to be more of these better solutions, and that's my attempt, because I don't believe a shutdown will ever work. I don't believe we'll ever get together on anything meaningful. And I don't know that I agree enough with anybody else in the industry to be a part of their, let's all do this or shut down or show them this, because I don't necessarily agree with most people's perspectives on that. So I think there's other ways to do it. Those are just some of my ideas. Everybody's welcome to their own, but hey, ideas are one thing and action is another, right? Like, things got to go. We got to get done. I'm working on something else really big right now. And if it works, it's going to be the first of its kind. No other YouTube trucker has done it. I don't know if they've even thought of doing it, but I don't know if it's going to work. But, I hear when you guys hear me whining about, oh, I'm too busy or I'm tired, putting a lot of time and effort into this. And I don't know if it's going to work. We'll find out here in the next couple of months. But if it does, it'll be a really good thing. So I don't like OIDA. I don't like NASTC. I think they're self-serving. I think they're out to get your money, to feed their staffs and their bureaucracy. They have to justify their own existence. But when you got a real problem, I think they don't really largely do much for people. I think they've been on the wrong side of a lot of lobbying issues. So that's, where I stand on that. So I'm doing my own effort, what I believe needs to be done and what's right to change things, at great expense to me. I'll be honest with you. It's a great and I gotta find a way to start making money off this stuff, because I can't continue to pour money into things to make other people a whole bunch of money. That can't continue. So there's ways that I can make money, do good things and make money, and it's still a great benefit to other people. So trying to navigate a little bit towards that, and this new thing I'm working on will hopefully go far down that direction. So I'll come on with it with a $9.99 super chat. Damn it, boy. And another one says, shower points for lot lizards campaign starting soon. Oh, yeah, definitely. And another one. Come on with it, $9.99 super chat. I nominate Cassius King to lead our lobbyist group. Ooh. I don't know if he'll take the job. Come on with it. Another $9.99 super chat. Damn it, boy. Thank you. I'm working on something else really big right now. That's what she said. You got me. You got me, dog. So I've been talking to some people that are like, not really intimidated by them anymore, but they're higher level people in the industry that, it's always thought were previously, I don't know, unapproachable, unobtainable, but they're just people, like the rest of us. And some of them are on board, some are not, some are going to take some convincing. I don't know. I'm excited. If I can pull this off, I'll be really proud of myself. I will, because I never think I could have done something like this, but we'll see. And I'm not trying to tease it. There's no way I can talk about it right now, so I'm gonna shut up. When are we off here? Okay, J True Trucker. Hey, thanks for coming in. So what's up? Ronnie Nelson, you plan on driving Christmas Day, dude? I think you need to spend time with the little miss on that day. I will be driving Christmas Day we talked about this before I went out. Like she's okay with it because, like I said, our family stuff kind of works out on different days. I mean, you know, it is a day when I should be home, you know, for religious purposes, and I get that, but yeah, it is what it is. Just trying to do the best we can. Cool truck, and if you let the batteries go dead completely, they are toast. Will never recover. Yeah, fully charged batteries can take a lot of cold. If you freeze dead batteries, they're done. So if you're parking your truck, just because you treated the fuel heavy and you have it plugged in, don't forget about your batteries. Frozen batteries, you're gonna have a hell of a time starting that truck. Hell of a time. K-Whopper Kid, running in the snow is fun. Ooh, damn it. Anthrax, the Black Eye says they sent me back home. They canceled the load due to weather, early holidays. Hey, that ain't so bad once you look out the window and see, you know, a blizzard out there. Staying home seems like hell, missing a paycheck doesn't seem so bad rather than going out and that stuff sometimes, does it? Proof says you got more people in your live than Trucker Brown. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen a Trucker Brown live. That's kind of like, you know, that's the like way back YouTube. I don't really know anything about Trucker Brown. I just know he's been around a long time. He's probably got an audience. I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea how many subscribers he has. I should probably watch one of those sometime. Ronald says, "Hey Adam, those snakes are crazy at your place." Yeah, it's winter time though, so they better be deep hibernation. I see one in the winter time, I'm out. Like summertime snakes, I get it. They gotta do what they gotta do. If we start having winter snakes, then we're done. Like screw that. Just Trucking says, note to self, don't drive in Atlanta traffic. Yeah, not this time of day. You want to be like before 5 a.m. or after like 9 p.m. Other than that, I think it's just best to stay home and go on welfare. Oh, come on with it. That's not very nice. We can't say that. Just Trucking says, come on. Merry Christmas, Adam, and everyone else. Stay safe. George Wilson, you too. Merry Christmas to you. Cassius King says, I say we shut down until these lot lizards take a shower. Damn it. Well, you know what? If you see one out in this snowstorm, like, I don't know, throw them a 10 or something. Like, that's dedication. That's dedication to your lizarding. Like, to go out in a blizzard. You know, there's all the fair-weathered lizards, but they're cold-blooded. From most reptiles are. And they could be seriously harmed with their lady bits out in the wind chill like this. So, no, say, hey, here's $5. Merry Christmas. Ron Culp says, Merry Christmas all. Merry Christmas to you. Clyde Garland says, 100,000 drivers giving $20 a month to a lobbying group may get things done if it's the right lobbyist. Yes, and if you don't have a hierarchy to support and put on all these expensive conventions and yada, 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 right? I feel like, and this is like Just Trucking, you're in here, right? I don't know if you still are. So me, you, Cassius King, there's some YouTube channels in here, right? So let's talk about that for just a second. I really legitimately do think that us with YouTube channels, especially in today's world, can get more done than OOIDA ever could hope to. I think we have a bigger influence than OOIDA ever could, or a NASDAQ at this point. Do we have a lobbying group? No, that's a separate thing, right? We don't have that. But it's just as far as like our actions and influence and information, right? Information's like more powerful and important than half the crap that OOIDA does with their stupid insurance that no brokers take because it's Lloyd's of London, and half the there's so many brokers that won't take Lloyd's of London because they won't pay their stupid claims. What service are you providing to your customers, which is us, by getting them insurance that some people won't take? How is that a service to your customer? Like, that's just complete lack of insight, right? I used to be a NASTIC member, and when the Food Safety Modernization Act came out, it required some training and certification. So I called NASTIC, and I says, you got all these training materials. What do you got on the Food Safety Modernization Act? She's like, what? I'm like, Food Safety Modernization, what are you doing? She's like, I've never heard of this. I'm like, I'm a member. You're NASTIC. Why am I calling to tell you this? Like, you have lawyers, you have regulatory people. You should have known this was coming before it was even a thing. Why am you first hearing it from me? So then immediately they started coming up with a course, and I'm like, you're welcome, but screw you. I'm going to go somewhere else for this. So it's like, I don't even have the confidence that they're doing the things that they say they're doing. And this tighter of their fees. I found better fuel discounts elsewhere. That's all I really wanted. And the constant pressure to come down for one of their high pressure sales conferences on a Thursday or Friday or whatever, it's just not something I want a part of. Come on with it again for a couple super chats. Appreciate it. Ryan Brandenburg says greetings from cloudy California. Well, damn it. Sorry, I got some emails coming in. They say Ron Culp says, sad to say, but the market needs some attrition on the owner operator side. Yeah, so get this, right? Oh, excuse me. I'm for whatever reason, doesn't really matter, I had to contact the IRP desk, state of Wisconsin, to file for some additional plates, right? And the guy's like, well, it's going to be, we're backed up right now. It's going to be like, could be up to 14 days. I said, wait a minute. I do this online. He says, I got an online account. He's like, yeah, but we're swamped with work. I said, wait, how are you swamped with work? I said, it's one of the worst freight markets in a long time. The people are falling off all over the place. He's like, we're not seeing it. He's like, we're busier than ever. I said, you mean to tell me that during this market, people are still piling in with new authorities to get permitted? He's like, yeah. He's like, we're like 30% busier than we were last time this year. I said, you got to be out of your damn mind. This can't be right. He's like, no, people are still piling in. And then I'm like, what in the absolute hell is going on here? Because supposedly it's going the other way, which I do believe is probably the truth, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like Wisconsin, right? Maybe people are still getting into it there. Other areas are falling off, but I had a hard time believing that, but I don't know what reason he would have to not tell me the truth. He was a pretty helpful guy, but so that's happening. People are still flocking into own authorities and whatnots. Cheap Freight Hauler says, I'm going to buy a reefer and start hauling out of Minnesota and Wisconsin for $1.30. Oh, buddy, no, don't do it. Don't do it. If you want to do $1.30, at least go to the south where you got warm weather and haul that cheap freight down yonder. Don't start hauling that cheap freight up by us. Don't buy a reefer. I'll tell you what, don't buy a reefer in the first place, because we need less people doing that, not more. So many people are trying to pile into the reefer market now, just like they did the flatbed market, just to chase the money. And then pretty soon the money's not there because you flooded the market, just like everything. It's like, we're just going to do this. Are we going to keep doing this cycle? Just doesn't, I don't know. OIDA is useless. Allegedly. I don't want to say that and have somebody litigious contact me. Come on with it. 2 more. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it. Fate Truckin' says, LOL, cheap freight hauler. Fate Truckin', I sent you a link if you want to come in here, if you want to. I know Cash is busy. Well, he says he's driving. I'm not. He keeps telling these stories. I get, you guys think I'm like yanking your chain or lying to you about what's up with Cash. Why hasn't he been live in like nearly a month? I don't know the whole story myself. Like, I keep getting conflicting things. So I'm hoping soon he'll be back for a live and he can tell you himself. And I'm not trying to string you along. I kind of feel like I don't know the whole truth, and we're like brothers. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm busy trucking says, wish I could be on your area, brother. I'd haul your freight, no problem. Yeah, and you know what? Time. Give it time. Paul's still talking to people. I'm still talking to people. It's not a good time to be cold calling customers. You have about zero chance. I'll tell you that straight off the bat. Like, it's not like it was, not at all. If you don't have anything to offer, you have even less of a chance than zero. Like, if you don't have trucks or something, because they're taking, like, the phones don't stop ringing right now. Cool Truckin' says, I've tried to join your conglomerate as a freight finder. Crickets. Ooh, I still owe you a phone call. Okay, we contacted everybody that you sent, and we haven't had any success. To be honest, Cool Truck, like, I don't want to get like talk about it here too much. I'm kind of like, you have a deal with somebody, and I don't want to, like, anybody to feel like I'm going behind their back and interfering with, the current situation that you're in, because that's not me. I don't want to start, problems with anybody that you're doing anything for. So, but I feel like probably eventually there's a way to do something there, if you kind of know what I'm saying. And I know you're your own man, and you make your own decisions. Ronald Nelson says, bye everyone. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Take care, Ronnie. Okay. Tony Moncanic says, using the shipper's porta-john in this weather got me confused about my gender. Brr. Oh, I could not imagine sitting on an iced up porta-john right now. Oh man, they should put heated seats on them things. I tell you what, you better be careful. It ain't wet. You'll freeze to it. It'd be like in A Christmas Story when the kid sticks his tongue to the flagpole. You definitely don't want that. You'd be sitting in the outhouse there, with your butt stuck to the seat. That wouldn't be cool. Marty says, you need to buy a flatbed, LOL. I used to have a step deck. I did step deck and flatbed for, I think, all total 7 years. I don't know would I ever do it again? Yeah, I mean, if I had to. I got hurt doing it. Messed up one of my shoulders pretty bad, and ever since then, I don't know if I could throw tarps anymore. So I kind of just let it go. Cassius King Trucking says, every trucker shutting down does not change the fact that the economy is slowing and there's less freight to haul. Yeah, that's true too. We do need some attrition. We need the trucks to thin out. We need them to thin out. Insult Investor says, winter snakes. Why did it have to be winter snakes? What would Samuel L. Jackson say about winter snakes? Who let these mother effing snakes in the mother effing snowbank? Why are there mother effing snakes on the mother effing frozen lake? Gotta love Samuel L. Jackson. So Marty says, did your carrier haul any Christmas trees? No, and there's a place right out of close by where I live that does Christmas trees. They are my mortal, what do you call them? Not the enemy. They are the anti-me. We do not get along whatsoever. So I will not be hauling any of their stinking Christmas trees, because of a land dispute that I'm on the right side of. I identify as the person on the right side of our land dispute. How about that? George Wilson says, if you choose to work Christmas on any kind of work or trade that calls for triple time. Ooh. Yeah, so one place I'm loading on, well, not me actually. One of my drivers was going to load there on Sunday. He wanted to work, but now they pushed the load back and they didn't want to pay anymore. I says, you ask some people at the plant if they're working for straight time on Sunday, because we're not. And then they pushed the load back to Monday, so that's okay. Then he can be home with his family too. Come on, it says, sorry, I haul melons out of Georgia a lot is all. Okay. None of your business is Merry Christmas, checking in from the recliner. You spending a lot of time in that recliner there, none of your business. Hopefully you got a recliner behind the steering wheel. All that time at home will make you soft. Marty says, OIDA is really pushing broker transparency. Yeah, and that's just another thing I disagree with him on. And if you are hurt by that, go watch my video about broker transparency, and I explain fully my case. And if you still disagree with it, that's okay. But at least you know why I say that, rather than just people thinking, oh, because he's a broker, he doesn't want it. That's not the case at all. Brokerage is a minor part of anything that I do. My business is the carrier. Brokerage is for my carrier, and it is what it is. So I'd like to believe I laid out some good points in it. But they put their finger in the air and see which way the wind blows. I don't think they really have any opinions of their own. I watched a dude, I don't know what his title was around there, but he's in charge of something or other. And that dude's on the video ranting and raving like a truck driver sitting at the counter at a freaking Petro. I'm like, is this who you really want representing and presenting your case? Is this guy? That's that. He might as well have been every truck driver ever sitting at the counter drinking coffee, running his mouth at a truck stop. Some of your newer drivers won't understand what I'm talking about because there's no more restaurants. But back in the day, you know, way back like 3 years ago, truck drivers used to just sit around the counter at the Petro and the TA just talking shit to each other, bragging and talking stupid. He sounded like that. I'm like, get a better face for that cause, because that guy ain't it. If I was paying dues and I found out that dude was representing me, I'd be out. None of your business. OIDA gives you free BOC3, which is really not worth much. No, it is not, because you can find it online if you look hard enough for free, or you know, for the low cost of a one-time fee of about $20, 30 at the most, one time. So yeah, what does that cover? About 6 months worth of dues? I don't even know what it costs to be a member anymore. Haboonster says DIY trucking administration. No, see, we don't want to go there because we want everybody to be like free thinkers and independent. I don't even know how to explain it. Like the collective, we keep doing this collective thing over and over again, right? And I don't think the collective works and has power. I think what has power is individuals, like with information and that are powerful and are smart on their own. I think that's where the power is. Just the collective thing doesn't, because collective things always get co-opted, right? So you get like OIDA, right? You get all these people, they form a group, and just look what it becomes. It becomes a bureaucracy you got to feed, and people trying to justify their jobs, and like it all starts with good intentions, right? And then it turns into some stepchild. I don't know. Ronald says corruption is the devil. That's in the details. Yeah, man, it's always in the details, isn't it? You got to read that fine print. Come on with it with another super chat. Come on with it. Come on with it. How much to ride with cash for a week? Ooh. Let me ask you something. Come on with it. Have you had all of your CDC recommended vaccinations? Because let me tell you, you're going to see a thing. You ride with cash for a week, you're going to be involved in a thing or two. Oh, no. We got, uh-oh. Oh, snap. Busted. Who this?
What up with it, everybody?
Ah, come on with it.
Come on with it. Turn some things off.
Yeah, try to get your audio right. I'm back feeding into you. Marty says, I'd like to see a chart, how many authorities per state. Yeah, me too. Sean Fairman says, are you in the blizzard? Ain't necessarily a blizzard. It started out a blizzard this morning, but now I see it's just raining. So now it's rain on top of snow-packed ice. Ronnie Culp says, Cash is broke, LOL. Cash, are you broke?
Yeah.
What part of you is broken? Nice hat, by the way. I like it.
I'll be right back.
Oh, he'll be right back, he says. He got to get some technicalities worked out. Hot Seat says, good thing I have to stop for 30 minutes instead of staying ahead of the weather. Thanks, FMCSA. Yeah, no doubt, right? Couldn't you legally go into that adverse weather provision? So public service announcement, and I'm not real clear on this because you know how the rules are, clear as mud sometimes. I know a gentleman that used the adverse weather condition provisions last week, one day in Iowa, and then he got a DOT inspection. Well, what he did was he went from driving to PC and put in adverse weather conditions. They dinged him bad for a falsification, saying that you're supposed to stay on the drive line and just let it go with red into violation. So what is the right way to do that? I don't know. And I think everybody's kind of told a different thing here, but he definitely got a falsification for it. So I think in the future, I'm just going to let it go red and violate if I have to go into adverse weather conditions. What do you think about that, Cash Money?
I think he should fight that. I
think so too. Yeah, because the rule's not clear on it, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. You know, where's your winter hat, DIY?
It's in my orange truck. Is that a hat, or have you been to Hair Club for Men?
This is Bluetooth compatible. Just saying. Nice and warm.
Oh,
you need a hat like this. What's that?
I need to announce some super chats here. Daus Koanov, hey DIY, what's your thoughts about EPA forcing electric trucks starting from 2027 year? They came the other day with the regulation. Yeah, we kind of knew that was going to happen. We just didn't know the year. And everybody's like, it ain't never going to happen. We ain't ready for it. And I always said, the government don't care if we're ready for it or not. They're going to do what they're going to do. And then we're just expected to catch up. Doesn't surprise me a bit. Maybe 2027 surprises me a little bit, maybe a little ambitious. But you know what? They'll also do, this is unpopular, they'll also eventually do the things with autonomy. We're not ready for it. I agree. They don't care. They're going to do what they're going to do. Come on with it. $9.99. Samuel L. Jackson is great. You're damn right. Another $9.99. Has Cash ever used a shower scrunchie? Cash, have you or have you not used a shower scrunchie?
Oh, I'm sure I have. Just, random showers at people's houses. Yeah, I've probably used it.
People's houses, you use it to clean the butthole, then you put it back on the rack, don't you?
You didn't say how I used it.
Yeah, that's right. Come on with it. Another $9.99 says Trucker Talk at the Iron Skillet VIP section. You're damn right. Damn right. Another $9.99. I buy the media BS and believe everything I hear. Ooh, nice. Damn it, come on with it. $99.99 for the Cashes, for the live Cash is King. I have proven that he is still alive. Another $9.99 for a winterized Cash. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So are you ready to fess up? Like, we've heard the stories, right? Mostly false ones put out by myself of why you've been away. Are you ready to tell the folks?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you told them.
About everything I could think of, possibly. Everything from you got arrested, you went to the South to start a massage parlor. You was going to run it by hand. I think I told them you got mixed up with the cartel. That you may have had, a newly contracted disease that was all over your face, and you couldn't show your face until the sores went away.
Damn.
I put out some bullshit.
No, I was laying low. I was trying to let the, I took a paycheck and I was getting ready to do some ads for FTX, and I hear things are not going well over there. So I wanted to kind of lay low for a minute, let Kevin Leary take all the heat for me.
He's looking into it. As he said, he's going to be at the forefront of looking into it.
Yeah, he should have been a little bit more leery, come on.
Yeah. Frederica says, I'm currently running 2 trucks with a dry van. I live in the South Texas produce market, thinking of buying a reefer. Might be handy. A lot of cross-border produce. Lots of cross-border produce. Marty said, did you ever have your own kids? I got one stepdaughter, but I raised her. She's mine. Cool Truckin' says, I'm not under contract with anyone. Okay. Ryan says, there's nothing wrong with guys with multiple trailers that can switch commodities when needed. It's smart to have all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, but see, Ryan, we selfish, so we want to keep people out the reefer market so we can get it all. That's what we're saying. Don't think there's any, motives of trying to help here. We're trying to help ourselves, right?
Yeah.
What did you think about stay south of I-30? I-40 theory, Cash?
They ain't doing you no good today. I'm watching the wind blow a puddle like it's Lake Erie over here. I mean, there's waves in this puddle. The downwind is so strong down here, and Dash is saying it's 39 degrees. I don't know. I put antigel in.
Damn it! You're in
the
southern Louisiana.
All the way down to 39 degrees down here. Woo. I did forget my my overcoat on the coldest week in 30 years. Yeah, it's it was 35 degrees when I left the house. I put on this hoodie and left my overcoat in the back seat of my car.
Is that one of them there Cash's King hoodies?
No, this is I cherish those. I don't work in those. Those are yeah, I only use those for when I go to the mall.
I like to spread the word. I like to put it out there.
It's true. See, I got too many creditors that I don't want to identify myself in public, honestly. That's probably why you're getting all those looks, honestly. They're like, huh, you know that guy?
Is that him?
Yeah. I'll give you $100. Tell us where he's at right now. You got an up-to-date phone number for that guy?
I'd be like, hey, I'll take your 100, but I'd have done it for 25. None of your business says back in the day of Iron Skillet, I was too busy eating ribeye steak and all-you-can-eat popcorn shrimp. Man, they had a good salad bar and buffet. They did. That's one of the things that remember the Burns brothers down in New Mexico, and then you had one up in Wyoming and or Rip Griffin. Rip Griffin. Rip Griffin's had a great buffet down there in New Mexico and stuff. The days of the truck stop buffet are pretty much over. I feel like probably for good. We deserve it.
I could smash some fried chicken and mashed potatoes, them rolls over at the Flying J for about 3 hours straight, then go pass out for 12 hours in my sleeper, and show up late for a delivery the next morning.
Yeah, Cash, I know you got something to say about this. Marty St. Amor says, pro or con Teamster pensions at 100%.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Why wouldn't you want your pension to be at 100%? Good luck if you got it. Probably not going to be a thing in the future.
Yeah, I was in a Teamster pension for a while. I'll never see a penny of it. Told straight up, you'll never see a penny of that money. But hey, I guess if you can get the rest of the America to pay for it, I got no love for the Teamsters. You watch, they refunded those pensions to 100%. Teamster will find a way to screw it up again.
Yeah,
you watch, they'll lose that money. Come on with it. Says $99.99 for a live Cash is King. He's been missing you, dog. Bill Beasley been missing him some cash.
Been busy getting them sores off my face, and that killed my massage parlor business, having them sores on my face. And
but isn't it the ironic part of that is that's how you got the sores in the first place?
Well, my doctor in Tijuana said he could do the transition surgery for a third of the price, and come to find out, got some sores on my face from it.
Hey, you saved, a couple $100. So, looks like you're not in jail. Sean Fairman says, yeah, that's a green screen. Paul E says, is it even worth replacing a roof on an older trailer? I was quoted like $6,500. Should I just invest in a newer trailer or just get some pallet contracts? LOL. I replaced the roof on a reefer for about $4,500 6 months ago. Yeah, what's the rest of the trailer like? Is it just a rolling heap? And then maybe, yeah. But does it work for what you need it for? There's kind of a lot to that to measure out.
Little reminder over here, everybody. Don't forget to put that anti-gel in your trailer. Don't forget to put the anti-gel in your trailer. Even if you got a dry van, if you're running fuel ox, I say just throw it on the side of the trailer. Squirt a couple ounces on the ICC bumper.
There you go. Yeah,
so you don't slip and fall.
Come on with it. Says $9.99 super chat. Love me a winterized cache. Yeah, who doesn't? Yes, that's the way you do it. Brewer32 says, I got inspection level 2 and was on PC on a red drive line. I passed the DOT inspection. Officer did not say anything. He probably didn't even know what he was looking at. They don't even know. They just look at colors. Oh, it's red. Oh, it's green. Oh, he's fine. I don't know. It's some of them don't care. They just got to do an inspection to meet their numbers. But this guy apparently was a hero. You know, he picked the one hero out of the bunch. Just old school, new school. Just got home getting a snack before dinner. Home until the new year. That's how we like to do it. We like to snack leading directly up to the moment of a meal. Ain't that how we do it, Cash?
Yeah.
Ooh, Hot Seat says, good to see you guys. These withdrawals have been terrible. Ooh. How you get over those you know, super live show withdrawals? I say go lean against a dryer on the spin cycle.
Yeah. I'm sorry you've been having draw problems.
Yeah, Marty says the railroad strike is a bust. Yeah. Yeah, and if we ever did get together on something, who's to say they just wouldn't come along and squash it like they did the railroad?
Yeah.
So I don't get too excited about it. Come on with it. Says $9.99 super chat says DIY said you were undergoing surgery for gender reasons. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah. I do feel a little bad about that one. Hope it didn't, you know. I'm not trying to mess with your pronouns. I respect your pronouns. I mean, not really. I don't, but, you know, try not to get kicked off of YouTube. Marty says, why would the Asian My Show do a video saying Super Ego, the best company ever? I don't know if he was trying to say that. I talked to him about it. He said he says he didn't get paid. It was just he was going around trying to do videos, knocking on doors, and they said yes. So, I don't know. You'd have to ask him. Be honest, I ain't gonna sit here and speculate about it. Say, hey, what's up with that? Why you do that video? I know the comments were not positive on that video.
If FTX can fool Kevin O'Leary, then anybody can get had occasionally.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I had a lot of respect for Kevin O'Leary, and I would have if he would have just came out and called Sam Bankman-Fried every kind of SOB in the book. But to come out, he didn't defend it. I'll give him that. But he did just kind of do the cover your ass type thing and say, you know, I'm going to look into this, which is, hey, yeah, you better. But,
you know, the only person that called Sam Bankman-Fried a fraud before the news came out was that Peter Schiff guy. Was like screaming about it. Like,
yeah, I love Peter Schiff. Fun fact, I knew his father. Spent the weekend with his father once in Charlotte. His father was a very interesting man.
When you say spend a weekend with him, do tell.
It was at a hotel. I'll give you that.
Was he generous?
No, he was not. He's a very stingy man. But long story. Long story.
Oh, it's long. Is that what you're getting? I get you. Wink, wink.
I set him up. You knock him down. Come on with it. Another $9.99 super chat says, "How much for Cash to adopt me?" Can we put a dollar amount on that, Cash? Are we thinking like 400, 500?
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna need you to get paid in cash. That way I can claim you as a dependent, but yet we can split the money. We can work a deal.
Kickbacks and whatnots. Alex Express Shorts in the house. Thanks for coming in. Says thumbs up. Boom. Cool Truckin says, now it's hard to find a restaurant open past 8 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, if you can find one at all. Damn it. Come on with it. Another $9.99 super chat. Me and Cash will replace your trailer roof with roofing shingles for $3,500. How about some rolled roofing?
I'm door to door with him 30 years, let me tell you. 30-year shingles. They're good for 12, maybe 12 and a half, but we sell them as a 30.
Hold on a second. Door 4? I got me a door, but I'm gonna keep this rolling because we're having a good old
time.
Keep
it rolling.
Here, I might have a fax coming in. Stand by. Wait for it. Oh, we lost some air pressure. Come on, what it says.
Oil pressure, dog.
Air pressure. I use a log splitter to get over DIY and cash live withdrawals. Oh, what you doing with that log splitter? Here, it'll stop beeping here in a second. Jackknife TV says, hey, you guys are alive. I thought they would have to surgically remove you two and there would be too much blood loss. No, we got separated years ago. What door did he tell me? Do you guys remember? Did I repeat it? Did he say door 4 or door 2? Damn it, I should really write attention. Uh-oh. Hold up. Lost my audios. How's that? Let me give me a thumbs up if you can hear me now. I might have messed everything up. I still got audio? Started the truck and I think something took over my whatnots, so forth. Door 4? Okay. I can roll with door 4. Oops. Now my radio is trying to take over the phone. What are we doing here? What kind of live show am I running? Damn it. Somebody tell me if I got audio or not. I don't even know. Door 4? Okay. Let me try this. Can you hear me now? Audio good? Okay. I'd like to keep this going. I ain't been on a live stream in a while. I don't want to give up that easy. Come on with it. Says Mac fax machine is a bulldog's butthole. Damn it, boy. You're not wrong. I'll tell you that. What are the odds that I can back into this dock without sliding back across the parking lot into the ditch? I don't want to get my steer tires off of that soft ground or we'll be done. I should probably have my glasses on. Ooh, I ain't liking the looks of this. Let's give her the old column truck. There ain't nobody around here, so let's start the slide with Gucci. Try it out. You guys wouldn't lie to me about the door number, would you? I'd like to believe so. We're still saying door 4? Yeah, we door 4. Cool trucking. Okay, you hear me? Cool. I don't know what happened to Cash. I think he had enough of our tomfoolery. He might have bailed. Got somebody else pulling out of the door here. We got to do that. We got to do that creep though. We don't want to upset the ELTs. The ELT gods. Come on with it. Says get Cash back. Cash, come on with it. Come on back. Ooh, that's icy, dog. That's icy. We're gonna try it though. Maybe the rain was warm enough to melt some of this ice. I don't know. I don't even know. Ooh, I gotta get out in the rain to open some doors. Y'all want to come with me? Let's go play in the rain for a second. Come on, children. Come with me. There goes everybody. Guess you gotta watch when you got your headset plugged in. You try to get out of the truck, it'll pull the headset right off your head. How about that? Knock your glasses askew. It looked like I was just in a surprise rape scenario. Does that make any sense? Is there such a thing as a scheduled rape? Anyway, enough with those jokes, right? Nice place. Nice thing about this place, they don't want your reefer running while they're loading it. So we just leave her shut off. And when we're loaded, we'll put her on -10 and motor on down the road. Ugh, raindrop just hit me in the eyeball. Not cool. Not cool at all. Ooh, check this out. My door rod is peeing. It's full of water and it sprung a leak. How do you like that? We Gucci. Ooh, I almost just fell down. Almost just lost her. Damn, it's cold out here. Nothing like having wet feet in the cold, is there? Make everybody just happy. There we go. Everybody, cross your fingers for me. Don't slide out this bad boy. You gotta want to have a drone right now. Video myself backing into a dock. I'm the only YouTube guy that doesn't have a drone. You know why? Because I'm cheap. We might make it. We gotta get straight though. I'm hella crooked. How about that? Are my trucking skills diminishing? Because I'm not spending enough time on the road. That's okay. I'm not sliding, but like my trailer tandems are sliding sideways. Oh, it sucks. Here we go uphill. Oh, they're sliding. Not forward, back, side. Okay, try it again. It's one of those days when it's nice to have some weight on the trailer. You know what I'm saying? Stay straight. We spin it. Spin it. We're in the dock. Hopefully we stay here. Don't slide away. I got going on what? Success. Yeah. I will leave a great success. Where did we leave off here? Get cash back. Yeah, Cash, come on back. What is your aspirations of getting a Mac with a gold bulldog? I prefer actually the non-gold bulldog, because if you got the gold bulldog, that means you have a Mac transmission and the Mac rear ends. Some of my trucks have the Mac transmission, but do not have the Mac rear ends. And I actually think the other rear ends are more efficient, if you ask me. But I do like gold. Vince says, I got more miles waddling to the truck stop bathroom than you got sliding across the shipper's parking lot. Yeah, you might. Not today, though. Cool Trucking says, I hear you. I like it when Mother Trucker gives a sob story about us truckers, and then he's on vacation with palm trees in the background. Ooh, palm trees. He lives in Florida, though. I think there's palm trees in his yard. He lives in a nice house in Florida, so I don't think he doesn't have to go too far for palm trees. Door 4, okay, thank you to everybody for helping me out with that. Did I hit the right door? Yeah, I did. Close your eyes when you're backing, ancient Chinese Schneider proverb. Instead of get out and look, it says close your eyes on your mirrors. Doesn't sound like your sound is on the headset anymore. How about now? Is it on here now? do I need to hold the phone closer? I can't tell. He's not on vacation. He's in Florida. Yes. Lock your power divider. Yeah. I nicknamed him Chicken Little. He's all right. He means well. Oliver sounds butthurt over a little Asian guy. You don't want a little Asian guy in your butt, that's for sure. It sounds like your headset quit and your speaker on the phone is picking you up. Let me see if I can fix that. Audio, earpiece, headset. Let's try this. Block this speaker. Should be good now. I think it's coming through my headset. Let me know. Is that any different? This live is a gem. I just ain't been on in a while. I don't feel like quitting yet. Probably should though. Probably not entertaining anybody. Now I sound better. Okay. What your dad do for a living? My dad was a dairy farmer till the day he died. Grew up on a dairy farm. Born and raised. Left when I was a teenager, and hadn't been back in a lot of years. And I go back to help my brother. He bought the farm when my father passed away, so I'll go help my brother. It's different when you can do it because you want to, not because you have to. That's a hard life to grow up in because them cows need to be milked twice a day, 365 days a year, and on a regular schedule. And while your friends are out doing cool stuff, you're milking cows. So, but hey, you learn a lot. You learn an absolute lot. Come on with it. The lines are covered up. I like to center on the big black door gasket. Yeah, I can see the lines. They're just slippery. And it's the uphill incline. But blame it on Mac mirrors. Yeah, this has no power mirrors, this truck. And I come to find out the heated mirror only works on the passenger side. It doesn't work on the driver's side. So I should probably pop that one out of there, see what's up. Might just need a new the element on the back of the glass. Probably just needs a new glass to put on there. Then check to see if even with dock plate. Yeah, we're looking good there. We're right in the lines now. Watertown, Wisconsin. Snow. Gonna get cold too, man. Gonna get cold. Be careful there. Appreciate it. This stuff needs to go back up north. Yeah, the whole country pretty much getting pounded by this sucker. Man, kind of hoping. I got an extra transit day on my backhaul. I was kind of like bummed about that, but now I think I'm pretty glad that I do. Actually, come on with it. Says, yeah, my sister number 4 prostitute in all of Kazakhstan. Voted best mouth party. Love those movies. Markio says, heading home from Montana, from Fort Smith. I punched through it in Atoka, Oklahoma. Heard it's cold in Atoka, Oklahoma. I haven't turned my power divider off in months. You running around down the road high speed with your power divider on? Damn it, boy. Dennis Richardville says, Merry Christmas, y'all. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you. Come on with it. Says $9.99 super chat. Says, a lot, Adam. We appreciate your videos and lives. More than anyone on YouTube, and you're our favorite. No, I don't. I make no claims to know any more than anybody. I just, know of my experiences. I appreciate your sentiment. I really do, but there's a lot of smart people. That's the thing about YouTube. Like I said, I think we can have a higher influence. I really believe that because there is a lot of experience on YouTube. And you know what? The most experienced people don't have channels. Like the people making the most money, they ain't on YouTube. They don't have time for that. They don't mess with that. The people making the real money, like your company owners and stuff, they ain't got time for this. And we could all, we could learn a thing or two from them people. But even besides that, like people in the chat, man, a lot of you go into any random live stream, a lot of experience in there, and people help each other, and that's cool. That has a bigger effect than anything any of these other folks are gonna do. To be honest with you, I know there's people in my lives and Cash's lives that connect through email and talk about stuff, help each other out. That's I know for a fact that goes on because I talk to people. People. I talked to a dude in Texas last week. He was in the chat tonight. Dude's like a wealth of knowledge on what he's doing. I ain't gonna put it out there. And I learned some things about a different business model in trucking from what I do, and pretty interesting. Brad Stafford, I know the dairy life. My dad ran a dairy for 28 years. Yeah, it's now I live in potato farm country. Very different kind of farming. Like you can go on vacation. You can go to your kids' soccer games. Like whatever. Obviously when there's work to be done. It has to be done. But dairy farming's a different kind of beast, man. That's if you got 105 degrees from having pneumonia, you still got to go milk them cows, man. They don't care. They'll die. They'll die. And now, nowadays people don't have as many kids. I come from a family of 6. My dad came from a family of 12. They were dairy farmers. You had kids so they could help out and work. Nowadays people don't have as many kids, so the family farm is dying off. It's too much work. Come on, when it says I delivered milk for 14 years. Damn it. Yeah, that's another thing. Milk haulers, man. No days off milk hauling. I mean, you could hire somebody to help out, but milk haulers got to go. When that milk truck breaks down, and they got to stop what they're doing at the mechanic shop and work on that truck. Alex Express says, just got my YouTube AdSense check. I'm rich. Oh, cool. Monetized. Alex Express monetized. That's good. That's good. Come on, when it says, I got the limp to prove it. Yeah, man, cows are brutal. Just by reaction, a cow would do something to you, and you'd haul off and punch the cow. Cows are solid, man. Hey, note to self, stay away from that back hip, right? That's a knuckle buster right there. If you're going to punch a cow, punch them a little lower in the back of the thigh or like in the front shoulder. They ain't going to hurt them no matter what, They ain't going to hurt them. They don't even feel it, hardly. You got a tough hide, but they swat you in the face with a tail that's been laying in the gutter for all day or kick you. Cows like to kick when you're milking them, man. Cows are rough to deal with. But they can be good. We had some good ones. Fistful of Dollars says, how are you, brother? I'm doing well. Just out here, trucking and waiting to get loaded and all that. Full lockers are the way to go. Just got to watch it when steering. Yeah, it's not a lot of room to back in over here. You got a big a ditch and then a hill in front of you, but it's not so bad. Fistful of Dollars, farming is where my heart is. Grew up with it. Yeah, I grew up with it. I don't know if that's where my heart is. I have a strong appreciation for it. It is nice to go back now and then and do some stuff and do some work and milk cows or whatever. But I tell you what, it's awfully nice to be able to leave. I could never, I am of no illusion that I could ever go back to dairy farming full time. Could never happen. Like, I don't live that life anymore. I can't work that hard anymore. Don't have that kind of dedication for that anymore because they don't make a lot of money. They do not make a lot of money unless you're a giant, 1,000 cow herd or whatever. You ain't making much money dairy farming. They're getting all the subsidies and blah blah blah. We just bought a gallon of milk for $5.29. Yeah, but guess what? The price of milk to the farmers is down. So that margin's going somewhere else. You stuck in that tropical heat wave you're having? No, I'm in Virginia, Northern Virginia right now, and it was a snowstorm this morning, and it got packed down in the ice, and now it's raining. So that's what we're doing. I did retail deliveries, hand unloaded the trucks front to back. That's a young man's job. I know a dude at the age of 42 got into working for Cisco, hand unloading trucks all day, and it was just murder on him. You just gotta start that thing while you're young, while your body's still conditioned. Robert B says that whole will take you out too if you're not quick. Oh shoot, Cash is back. Guess who's back? Back again. I didn't even know he was backstage. Well, you didn't ding for me.
Hang on, where we at? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. No, I'm not coming through my headset.
Hang on, I come right back. Valox was calling me. He don't know you're live, apparently.
Thanks for watching, Valox. Thanks for turning them notifications on. Come on. Let's see if I can reconnect this headset. I'd like to have it coming through my head. Or we'll just turn it off. Turn it back. There, I think we got it now. How's the sound now? I think we got her. Come on with it. Says, I got more gallons of milk spilled on grocery store floor than you got pumping diesel and flip flops. Ooh, I seen a fancy pair of flip flops today. Somebody texted me. They had little snow plows on the front. They're Crocs with plows. I'll have to post that. Get some socks on there with it. Cool Truckin says, Adam, have you ever watched Paul Unslaved on YouTube? This guy is one of the most intelligent, articulate people I've ever listened to, in my opinion. No, I have never heard of that. Paul Unslaved. What's that about? What's that channel about? Fistful of Dollars says, finally took my pride and leased onto a company. These loads boards aren't it. I get base rate, trailer pay, 100% fuel surcharge, and the rates are 5 times better than the board ever thought of skateboard. A lot of people doing that. It's not a bad way to be. So let's see if we can bring Caches back in. Add to stream. There we go. How about it?
Hey, we got you. These calls keep messing up my thing. Got me all kind of messed up.
I'm trying to get my headset back connected. How's my audio on your end, Cash?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, because I don't have you in my headpiece here. I'd like to. Let me see if I can't fix that.
I didn't know if you saw me back there. I was trying to get on Trucker Brown's live show.
No, I did not see you because it didn't ding in my ear that you were in the backstage. So I didn't know you were there. Sorry about that. Your presence has been requested. Thanks for coming back in.
Yeah. I know one guy that don't have notifications turned on. That would be Valox 18. He was trying to call me there a minute ago when I was trying to come back in. YouTube and their notifications, man.
Yeah, no doubt. The show was going great until Cash showed up. Oh, damn it, boy. Schwartz fired.
Yeah, sorry, that was my gender reassignment doctor calling.
You're letting Valox do your gender reassignment? Come on.
I
knew he sold his truck, but I didn't know that's what he was going into.
A guy with a mustache like that, you let him do some outpatient procedures.
You don't even question it. Mark Ely says, hit the like button. Yeah, that's the thing to do these days.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. George Wilson says, is it just me or does it seem that the west coast of your mirror seem to be getting smaller on a lot of newer trucks? No, I feel the same way. Kind of feel the same way. Mark Mailman says, yo, Cash, I hope you're feeling well. How you feeling these days, Cash?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Are the experimental drugs doing what they thought it was going to do?
Yeah, that Indy's becoming an Audi.
Ooh, damn it. Fistful of Dollars says, Cash, could you show some booby?
Oh,
would you mind?
Oh, how much is that worth?
I don't know. Hot Seat says, LOL, Trucker Brown. Gonna have to. Nah, I ain't got time for that. Sorry. I have a small YouTube circle, and even that takes a lot of time. To watch the people that I'm familiar with and interact with. That's like a full-time job. I can't. Somebody will have to fill out an application to get one more in there. DIY lost 150 subs because of Cash. Oh no, not true.
Yeah, but he gained 250, so it's all
That's
good.
Right. Okay. He's Constitution and government stuff. Okay. Are you drinking urine, Cash?
Yes.
The folks want to know.
Yes, it's delicious.
Ooh. Hot Seat says you prettier than Caitlyn Jenner.
Just saying, that's right.
That's the best pickup line I heard in years.
Uh-huh.
Hey, baby, you prettier than Caitlyn Jenner.
Uh-huh.
How about it? Come on with it. 19.99 super chat. Appreciate it. I didn't hit the like button until Cash showed up without facial sores.
Appreciate that. The cream is working. The doctor said just keep applying it, and things will get better.
Hey, you're looking like you got that soft glow about you. Like maybe you're pregnant. You got that hormone glow.
You cut out. You said the horror glow? Is that what you said?
Something like that. Very similar. Oliver 80 says some of the trucks in his fleet don't even have mirrors on them. Damn it! I don't like.
What are you doing?
They do have cameras now. I don't like the sound of that. What they got? Did they ever think what's going to happen when it get iced up and like salted up, and when the world ain't perfect?
Mirrors do the same thing. What's that guy been doing? Parking at the Flying J? It's usually why you got no mirrors, right?
They used to have mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the mirrors are getting smaller and smaller for aerodynamic purposes. You know, you go back and look at trucks, 10 years ago, man, they had these giant mirrors on them. And now it's like, basically just have spot mirrors before it's over with.
Yeah, and they're really toning down the size of the brackets, fixing the aerodynamics on the brackets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think?
$1 says you love us both.
Are you all for tablets and cameras for mirrors, or what do you think?
I don't like, call it old school, whatever. I don't like. I would have to see the cameras and see how they do in like bad weather. And granted, mirrors aren't great either. Maybe cameras are better. I just don't. I just don't know if I could adjust. I don't adjust well to new things. Tell me that. Y'all know that by now. I'm not sold on the cameras. Plus, hey, they can die. I've in 20 some years, I've yet to have a mirror fall off. I have them get cracked. I've had people rip one off, but never had one fall off going down the road. I like, camera can't go out, or I don't know. Maybe it's my old codgerness. Can't allow it.
Okay.
The trucks without mirrors would be Swift trucks. No, Swift trucks, they take other mirrors off, other people's mirrors.
They try to attach them to trailers.
Yeah. Forrest says, I was thinking about buying a flatbed, but changed my mind because of my ego. Do you mean super ego? Yeah, come on. Man, I see them trucks everywhere. They're just everywhere now.
Well, they're getting promoted. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, I got an email from them a while back, about doing a promotional video for them, and I was like, no thanks. So, I mean,
how much was they going to pay you?
I didn't negotiate that, honestly. I should have, but I was just like, it was just a no-go for me. It's like,
did they happen to say if it was US dollars or Serbian dinar?
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like, it's like a Kevin O'Leary and a FTX. Once you smear your name across something like that, it's forever. Like,
they didn't happen to offer you a Serbian crypto, did they?
Well, they said they would offer me 25 dog coin, and I was like, I did a conversion ratio on that, and it was upwards of like 17 cents. So I thought about it.
You must be rich turning out. It's not about what it is now. It's about what it'll become. Like that doggy coin goes to $1, you're suddenly you're trillionaire, dog. You're trillionaire.
Well, then I could be part of something. That's the key to that doggy coin. You got to get in. Because what's that fear of missing out? I hear all these people on YouTube talking about it, like, I just like being part of it. It's in the future. It's like, yeah. I think Matt Damon tried that, didn't he?
I don't know.
He got the PP on him.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah. It's like once you smear crap on your name, it's always there,
Oh, I thought we were talking about his bedroom preferences.
Oh, well, I never heard nothing about that, but hey, fortune favors the brave and whatnot.
Fistful of Dollars says, "Damn it, boy, get rid of that gerbil. You'll feel better."
Mm.
Damn it. Cool Truckin' says, "Just Trucker Bound is a racist." Yeah, I don't know. I'm not touching that. I have no idea. I can neither confirm nor deny that. They have been testing self-steering trucks on our Harley Davidson account for a couple years. Okay. Fistful of Dollars says, "I just replaced my whole front end spring suspension due to the bushings. Did it myself. All in $1,700. Woo! Good for you. Good for you." Intermodal guys testing out the mirrorless trucks. Oh, at your company. Okay. 880 works for a giant carrier, so they're testing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
2019 Freightliners are having these issues. What issues are these? Working and drinking beer in the shop, or doing your springs. Okay. All right. Marcus is driving and listening. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you. Come on with it. Another $9.99 super chat. Appreciate it. I've gone through 7 side mirror covers on the passenger side and 0 on the driver's side. LOL. People running into them in tight parking. Yeah. Doesn't the Flying J put mirror magnets in their parking lot? It's like where you go to get your front end disconnected and also your mirrors.
Yes.
Okay, Cool Truckin' sending out a link. Okay. I can't click on my own links. I'll have to go ahead and catch that later. Fistful of Dollars, my only maintenance on my truck was standard oil changes and that damn suspension. Not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, especially if it's an older truck. What's average fuel mileage in those Mack trucks? This one here in the summer, I'm pulling like 7.2. And then in the winter here now, I don't have an APU or a bunk heater in this yet because I don't drive much, so it's hard for me to justify that. So I'm at like 6. If I can catch some days night without idling, I'll be at 6.5. But otherwise, pretty much at 6 right now. If I'm gonna be driving more, I'm gonna throw a bunk heater in here or throw the generator on the deck or something. But the key for me is I need to stay out of the truck and be working on other things. But I just can't. I wish I knew how to quit you, trucking. I wish I knew how to quit you. It's just been so long. It's just like part of me. It's what you do. It's just normal to me. It's still, even after like 2 years of doing these other things, I'm still like, I still keep that duffel bag there ready to go. At any time. It's just kind of what it's in your blood. You just got to. Sometimes you just got to go somewhere. Can't cold turkey that. It'll wean yourself off, right?
Never tried to quit it. You know what it is? Keep on trucking.
As if we were ever going to stop. Okay, watch this interview. Okay, I'll come back to that. Just got news. I-44 in Missouri shut down all lanes from crashes. Ooh, that ain't good.
Aye.
To the Ozarks and whatnots.
It's rough.
Come on with it. $9.99 for a doggy coin starter fund. Ooh, yeah, buddy.
You could buy. Let me do the quick conversion on that. You could buy 7 million Doge coins with that.
How many Shiba Inus can I buy?
Well, you need to convert that. So let's do a quick conversion. 7 million doggy coin converts to 1 emu egg.
What do I do? What happens when that emu egg hatches?
Why would you let it hatch? They're so delicious.
That's true. I just want to feel like I'm a part of something.
You know what I mean?
I do. I guess if you let it hatch, then you'd be being a brave person, and fortune favors the brave. So I say let it hatch and raise it.
All right. I guess I got a lot to learn about the cryptos.
Yeah.
About the cryptos. Suspension front end bushing issues. Okay. That's the only issues I know of. That is my goal. 2 is spend as little as possible on a truck. Yes. Fistful of Dollars says, I need a hooker fund. Ooh, damn it. Haboon stirs in the house. Come on with it. Another super chat says, if you ever quit trucking, me, Cash, and Fate will hunt you down and tell you what you're missing. Yeah, maybe. Guess to find me first. I go deep off the grid. I go deep into the woods sometimes.
Okay.
Got to make sure that Christmas tree farmer ain't trespassing. Come on. You ever think about? So you just had a little bit of time off. Cash, do you have a new perspective on trucking?
Well, all I can think about right now is, this wind is literally rocking this truck. I feel like I'm gonna tip over, like 40 to 50 mile an hour winds, and
yeah, you actually look like you're moving.
Yeah, all they got's porta johns here, but I'm a little worried to go inside of there with 40 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, the slosh might not be in your favor.
I don't think my insurance covered tip porta johns.
You need a health insurance to cover that also.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They don't cover tip porta johns.
you might get a free fecal transplant.
Yeah, I might have pulled a truck up there and blocked the wind off of it a little bit. Yeah, I just took some time off, Yeah, no, trucking's one of those things, like, who needs it? Everybody, when it's like, time to have some money. But
yeah,
I mean, it's a hard life, It's not like, it's not glamorous. Like I said, I'm sitting here, debating on this this porta john that's got a 4-degree list to it right now. It looks like a damn sailboat in an open lake. I'm a little worried about it, but yeah, there's nothing about trucking that is forgiving or like.
Sounds like you need to put some ballast on that porta john before you walk in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to upwind side of it.
Oh, but yeah, I'd be afraid to open the door and probably rip it off the hinges. I about got knocked down by a trailer door a minute ago. I'm watching my trailer over there, and it made me unhook from the trailer so they could unload 10 pallets off of it. Yeah. But yeah, I could see I could get out of trucking, but it's a money thing. It's like my side hustles don't make enough money to like support me, honestly.
Have you started any new side hustles lately?
No, not in a while. Nothing I would be talking about on YouTube.
Because of you just don't want to talk about it, or because you don't want to incriminate yourself?
Yeah, no, YouTube, I've tried to focus it on trucking. It's like my channel is not like about me personally. It's about trucking, So I try not to bring too many side hustles because I don't want to, I don't want everybody asking me about that. The channel's about trucking,
Well, you know what Fate Trucking tells me all the time? He says, every day I'm hustling. I'm like, did you hear that in one of them hippity hop songs?
Yeah. I asked him about that. I said, how come you put out a video that says every day you hustling and then you take off and go to Vegas the next day?
Hustling in Vegas.
Yeah. I mean, was he driving Uber out there? I mean, what the hell's he doing in Vegas?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
Oh, hi.
Shameful, unspeakable things.
What happens in Vegas will eventually push through that goatee.
That's right. Damn right.
Oh.
Damn boy, come on with it. It says it's good to take a break every once in a while from trucking and stuff. Yeah, damn right.
Yeah.
Talk about you know, pussy face diseases, side hustles, whatnot.
Oh,
Come on with it. Another super chat says, I saw Cash filling out an application to the Chippendales Club. Ooh, true that? Is that true? Can you
yeah, they
confirm or
said
deny that?
they said they didn't have a banana hammock big enough, so.
Oh man. Oliver 8080 says, without looking, I'm sure there have been at least 10 wrecks involving white Volvo semis in the Chicago area today. It's just a given. Yeah, but the good news is they got about 7 different authorities on hold, so
yeah,
they just move everybody over to a new company.
yeah, that's a normal day, isn't it? That's not like a snowy day or like.
Yeah.
That's where white Volvos go to die.
Or everybody goes to die from a white Volvo.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you ever see that dealer there off of 294 where it's like 400 white Volvos sitting out there for sale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
George
own the
Wilson says, who?
Volvo, if you own the Volvo dealership in West Chicago, you're like a guide up there. Like,
yeah, you the man. Who is going to be held accountable when there's a millisecond glitch and the driver takes out a dozen cars? Surely not the truck manufacturer or the trucking company. The manufacturer will be given immunity, just like pharmaceutical companies are when they want something rushed to market. They get immunity.
yeah.
Did Killians get across that bridge yet? By Killians, I assume you mean the Mackinac Kid.
The
I hear
Mackinac
tell
Kid.
he's still sitting at the south end of the Mackinac Bridge waiting for the wind to die down.
Yeah, too windy up there. He's going from Iowa to Georgia, but Garmin says, come on, cross that Mackinac.
Yeah. Yep. This is not the shareholders. Okay. Trap door in the floor with a portable toilet. Ooh, you got that going on in that Freightliner?
Now, I thought about just jumping up on the catwalk and, blasting one off, between the frame rail and the drive shaft, but I heard that's how you knock a carrier bearing out if you're off by a couple inches.
Yeah, you throw it right out of balance. You want to spin that off there right away before it hardens up and it acts like a lead weight.
Okay.
The drive shaft.
I had to beat it off with a chisel and a sledgehammer.
That's right. That's right. It's like welding a new friggin' lead weight on there. And that portage on that rocking will let that third come out a little easier. Come on.
Yeah.
Fistful of Dollars says, I meant to mention who I work for, but my numbers definitely reflect on what you don't see on the board. Come on. Okay. That's all right. Do you have a Magic Mike scenario going on over there, Cash?
Not sure what that is, but I love magic. I mean, is he some sort of magician?
I believe he was a male exotic dancer. Yeah, come on with it. It says Magic Cash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
I believe that was a movie with Channing something or other.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of Pornhub, especially on the men's side.
Okay. Haboonster says, is teaming straight out of CDL school smart or dumb with a mega carrier? Well, you know what? You're new. There's that saying that, there's safety in numbers. You kind of watch out for each other. Help each other back into docks, help each other navigate areas they're not familiar with. One could be looking at the Google Maps telling you where to turn and whatnot, but I think it's a bad idea.
Let me tell you a little story about teaming straight out of CDL school. There is a FedEx contractor in like the St. Cloud area of Minnesota that will hire you straight out of school to be a team driver on a FedEx account. You're out for like 5 or 6 days, home a couple days. I thought about doing this straight out of CDL school. I think they're paying 65 cents a mile.
Ooh. Damn it. Who you got a team with? Mackinac Kid?
They team you with a seasoned FedEx professional. And do you know if you are? I believe it. If you are the trainer on that side of that truck, you get 75 cents a mile plus a bonus for being a trainer.
Damn it.
I mean, there's money out here. You just gotta stop thinking. You gotta stop thinking mega carrier. Boy, if I could go back to truck driving school right now, I had a good experience at USA Truck, but there's no way I would have went and worked for that kind of money with knowing what I know. Like,
Right.
Get at these FedEx contractors. Get at look into UPS. Look into, there's some good money out here in these contracts.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, it says it's going to be hard to sleep while the truck is moving. That is true. And you're putting your life in someone else's hands. That also is true.
Mm-hmm.
It could also help save your life. Keep you out of a very bad situation. Just don't rush yourself, man. Don't rush it.
Right.
Take everything slow. Don't let anybody pressure you because too new for that.
Yeah.
Too new. Cool Dragon says, "Damn, I want to work where Come On With It works. He's the king of super chats." Yeah, we ain't really bringing that up. I'm kidding. He's the man. He's the man. Unless it's your significant other. Yeah, that's nice. You might learn to hate each other.
Yeah, I would 100% team with a stranger before my significant other. Is there any way better to get murdered in your sleep? Or faster way to do it? And the truck won't even be moving. It's just you put two people in that tight of space, like if I get to the point I hate a random stranger enough to kill them, I'll just, leave and go get another job. But if you get that way with your significant other, I hear divorce is very expensive.
Yeah, because it's worth it. Teaming with experienced driver is good. Yeah. Come on, when it says my numbers aren't the best, but they're very good and consistent, and my costs are low and no debt. That's how you live your life right there. That's it. That's the secret to the happiness.
Yeah, that's the sauce.
Secret sauce.
Sauce.
Boonster says, "Come on with it. Yeah, budget cuts push me into team to start, so let's go." There's worse ways to be. Orientation January 9th. I thought you already started. I wouldn't do the team owner operator thing with a stranger. I tell you, that's what they're trying to steer you towards. Wasn't he? Where was he going? Was he going to Prime?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he said one time. Marquita says, "When I was at CFI, I trained and sat in the passenger seat and taught." Yeah, that's enough of that crap of these companies. Hey, you're a trainer, but just use them to run more miles. You're supposed to be teaching them something. Top Dog Roller Wiener says, "I'm back, new and improved. Dropping Verizon Smart Talk, $45 a month, unlimited. Ooh, damn it, boy. Come on with it." Another super chat says, what do you say? "I want Cash to join all those megas for a month and put out videos on them when he retires." Yeah, we help make him a lot of money. He'll go do that. He'll be honest, too.
I would love to do that.
Too. BGX says, "I started training at a CDL school with a small flatbed company in 2 weeks. I was glad to avoid a mega company CDL school." Yeah, the best way to do it is not be enslaved to anybody. Be able to make your own choices, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just about anybody's going to help you with tuition and reimbursement right now. You don't have to go to a mega. A lot of good medium to small size companies out there. A lot of them. 2 more hours and this live will match HT Logistics 10-hour rants. Does he do 10-hour rants over there? I didn't think HT Logistics did those long of videos. He's a good guy. Follow the way of the British tanker yanker. Yeah. British tanker, yeah, okay. Ryan Brandenburg says, "I'm living proof of what happens after team driving with the wife, now divorced. But boy, that LTL money was big, real big. Yeah, divorce sucks, man. It's no fun for anybody to go through. I'll tell you that. I've been there. It sucks. Years ago. Cool trucking. When I started, there was only one driving school I knew of. It was North American Van Lines. I didn't know they had a driving school. They would hire. Was it them or Atlas? Or Atlas or North American was hiring right out of my CDL school. Almost thought about it. I was the only one from my CDL school not to go to Swift. But the school tried hard to steer you towards Swift because I think Swift paid the most money out of all the other schools recruiting out of there. So I was the only one not to go there. And I actually went to a really good company. I was happy there for a long time. They no longer exist, but it was a good place. Good friend from school, company co-driver, going to Schneider. Okay. All right. I don't know. Somebody else in here could probably tell you if that's a good place to go. S4 Galaxy to a Galaxy A23.3. Okay, that's on the Straight Talk. 5G from 3G. Ooh, that's going to be a big step up. Hey, they loading me. Shaking. Come on with it. Says, I'm glad I found you guys a few months ago. You really make things better. These lives are a lot of fun. Hey, you know what makes these lives fun are the people that freaking participate in them. Thank you, by the way, Bill Beasley. It's fun, man. Like, we're not, we ain't about teasing freight trucking anymore. He's earned the right not to be teased anymore. Bagging on him, we'll slide a goatee joke in there every now and then, and a rap music joke. But the boy's made his own way, built a YouTube channel, and doing well. So he's our will I say our equal? Maybe that's going a little far, but no, he's come into his own on the YouTube. So congratulations. George Wilson said those situations where you team with a CDL infant can be a partnership from hell. Yeah, it can be. You can also make some good friends that way. I trained for a while. There's one guy to this day, and this was better than 15 years ago. We still communicate a couple times a year. Freaking great guy. He was a high paid executive, and helped build out the infrastructure for all this wireless internet and communications. And suddenly it was all built, and they didn't need him anymore. Didn't know what else to do, so he went trucking. And it was interesting, some of the stuff he had to tell. But trained a dentist, trained, I guess, somebody that came from UPS, all different people. But some of the people I couldn't stand and couldn't wait to get rid of. A couple of them I just took back and said, like, you got to put this guy with somebody else. Just a personality conflict. And but made some friends. Everybody's got their pet peeves, man. If you get somebody with smelly feet, that bothers you. My thing, chew with your mouth open, we can never be friends. I'm just teasing, but that bothers me. The littlest things are going to get on your nerves. You got to know that, because you're not going to be any more than about 4 feet from this person, 24 hours a day, indefinitely. So you got to either learn to let stuff go or just find a way to deal with it. Don't sit there and let stuff steam and brew. Get it off your chest, get it out in the open, and talk about it like two grown adults. Solve it and move on. You just keep that stuff inside, man. You're gonna blow. You're gonna freaking explode. Probably start a fight. Mark Ely says, go to your unemployment office and get free training. Yes, that's good advice. I got free training at Schneider in '91. They even had a skid pad training day. Been driving ever since. Yeah, I never got to go to the skid pad over there in Appleton at the tech school. They always threatened to send me, and I never got to go. Brad Stafford says, but fate is missing you two, picking on him. You think he misses it? I don't think he misses it. I don't know. Maybe. Come on with it. Super Chat says, a lot of guys can aspire to be as good as Fate. He truly is a great example of what a professional driver is. Yeah, and boy, there's a lot there. A great example of when people give you advice, and if you see that it's good advice, and what can happen if you follow it, right? Rather than, so many people there's a lot of people you just can't tell them nothing, right? Or they use your advice on a way to justify what they've already made up their mind to do. So yeah, doing well. Doing well. Haboonster says, I got the free training after quitting DoorDash, Arizona at work program. Okay. Cool Truckin says, Uncle Sam taught me how to drive. Ooh, military man. But I grew up doing farm work. I've been driving tractor since I was 12. I think I told the story. I stole my first tractor when I was 4. I may not even been 4. Yeah, I think I was 4 on the farm. A Minneapolis Moline. I'm seeing everybody else driving it. So one day they're out milking cows and the tractor's sitting at the end of the barn, and I'm like, I got this. Hop up on that baby, start her, put her in gear, put the hand and clutch ahead, and we're out tooling across the cow pasture. Yeah, my brother, thank God he caught me, because I didn't know too much what to do after that. Yeah, that's a story in our family when I stole my first tractor. That tractor's still on the farm being used, and when they're done with it, I'm gonna own that thing. I'm gonna keep it. Not like I don't have enough of that stuff, but come on with it. It says communication is key when team trucking. Have that conversation day one. If anything is bothering you, no matter how small it is, get it out, and vice versa. Absolutely. And I always told the guys, like, the moment they got in the truck, said, like, listen, dude, we're not going to agree on everything, but like there has to be some basic like safety rules for everybody's own good. And I said the biggest one is, if I say stop, you stop. Don't look at me and say why. Don't disagree with me. Just understand. You stop where you're at. We can fight about it later. You can curse me out. You can whatever you got to do, but after you stop. Like there might be something I very well see that you don't see, and it did happen. Like people about to take out a traffic light or a stop sign, not swinging wide enough. And I think without exception, they all followed that rule. That was like the number one rule. If I say stop, you stop. And I think that prevented a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's got to have rules too. Especially if you're the trainer, you're the one in charge. Like they whether they like it or not, that's too bad. You're the person in charge for their own good. And if they can't get over the fact that it's for their own good, then hey, grow up. Too bad. You're not always the final authority. You're not always the one in charge. Like you're here to learn from somebody who has more experience than you for your own damn good. If you can't, then hey, whatever. Truck Yes in the house says, just think you could pimp your wife out and be a major YouTube star. I've tried to get my wife, so a little bit about my wife. She's been on a couple things, years, very in the very beginning. She's incredibly smart, right? And if I was to take on a partner in this business, she would be the only one. She is incredibly competent, like a hard worker, man. She will outwork the crap out of a lot of men. She's like, she would probably be the only one I would want as a partner, and I completely trust her. She just not big on being in front of the camera, and I don't know if I am either, because people can't behave themselves. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I married over my head, right? My wife's a good-looking lady, and I'm this, right? See this right here? This is me. She's better than this. So, like, I think the first time Cash saw her on, he's like, "Is this a hostage situation?" He's like, "Blink twice if you're being held hostage." But she has a YouTube channel. She hasn't done a video in a long time. It's Kelly's Kitchen, Kelley. Is it apostrophe S or just S? And then Kitchen. She wants to get back into doing it, but she's not comfortable in front of the camera. But you got to work on that over time. I'd like to have her do some trucking video type things. She works in the industry. I kind of do this and run this business because she's more than full time at her job. She will help me if I ask. I try to never ask because like she works so much. I couldn't, you wouldn't be believing if I told you. And plus does all this other thing. So I'd like for her to be on more. I think eventually I'd like to bring her on and just talk about like from her aspect of building the business and like her experience and what it's like being a trucker's wife all those years. And like you would, you guys would probably learn a thing or two about me, about like how neurotic I am and how like things have to be a certain way, or like my patience is very, very thin, or like how obsessive I am about things. Like, I'll be up, 5 times after business hours, check and see where everybody is and doing this and doing that. And I'm like, well, I'm not really being obsessive, but like that's kind of what it takes. You got to be on top of stuff because things can go bad. Like you guys know how fast things can go bad. I'm like, we have to hold these things together, and that's kind of what where you work. There's somebody that does that. So, but she's funny. I don't know. I'd really like to get her on. I wish there was like some kind of regular segment she could do or something. But I don't want to. I don't want to pimp her out, And like I feel like I need to protect her from what some people's comments would be. She's a very conservative uh, and proper lady, so she doesn't deserve all that. But Mark Ely says, "Merry Christmas, love your family, see you next year." Yeah, man, thanks for being part of the family, dude. Definitely are. Come on with it. Says cool trucking. You're from the good old days of chauffeurs licenses. I missed that era by 2 years. Yeah, definitely. Hot Seat says drive it like you stole it, even if it's a tractor. Yeah, I definitely was, man. Good thing my older brother was fast because he caught me. I probably would have drove it right through the fence, and who knows where I would have gone with that. I didn't know where I was going with that thing. I just like, hey, I'm gonna take this tractor for a spin right here. Oh, I actually remember it. That is really weird. That's like 40 some years ago, and I actually remember it. It's because they made such a big deal out of it. Top Dog says waiting to get unloaded at Tesla, Sparks, Nevada, 50 degrees here. Ooh, Tesla. Yeah, I'm waiting to get loaded. They're loading me. You can probably see me rocking around. But Moet Shandon says, I started a tanker's job hauling food product, very little experience. They're going to train me. And $10,000 sign-on bonus, 85 cents a mile, doing Midwest Regional. Should I take it? Hey, that sounds like a good job. Just, take heed of all their training. Be a blank slate and let them teach you everything. You know why? Because it's for your own good. Like it could save your life. Food grade tankers are generally smooth bore, and it's dangerous. So the more you learn and listen and do what they tell you, could just save your life. Don Shangert says, and she is a wonderful cook. She is. That is part of the reason why I'm, this. She's a good cook. Great cook. Great baker, too, man. Some of them, oof, tell you what. Cool Truckin' says, I drove my first truck at 6. It was a 6-wheeler. My uncle put me in the seat to hold the wheels straight until we got to the end of the field. Yeah, I think my first experience with a truck when I was 6 was when I was driving the go-kart around the yard, and we had this old dump truck parked in the yard, and I lost control of the go-kart and drove it under the dump truck and got stuck under there. So, yeah, we had all kinds of adventures. Come on with it says, I'm sending your wife a box of receipts for tax day. Well, just kidding. Yeah, she'd have my ass in a sling for that. Absolutely. Top Dog says, Wyoming 80 all messed up again. 90, South Dakota messed up again. I saw the news this morning, and it said the wind chill in Wyoming was minus 60. Yeah, y'all can have some of that. Ugh. That might be the coldest. I don't know that I've ever been in a minus 60 wind chill. I've been in a minus 50. I can't believe at that point there's a lot of difference because it's just painful. Just painful. Your tears, freeze. Nose moisture freezes. You got to watch your lungs. You can freeze your lungs. Just sucks. WCF Invader says, dang, so late to the party. Damn right you are. Standard late fees apply. Lineage logistics rules. So let's see, you're 2 hours and 39 minutes late. That'll be $700 in late fees. Possibly a reschedule till next Monday. I ain't gonna lie. George McElroy says, thank you, DIY. I have saved a lot of money using your promo code on FuelOx and MUDFLAP. I always run FuelOx in my tanks. I run out of Detroit Lakes. I know where that is, near Fargo. Freeze guard is the stuff. That freeze guard is powerful. Powerful. I don't know that there's a stronger antigel on the market. That's what the U.S. military uses. That's what it was developed for. Well, thank you, by the way, George, for doing that. We're trying to bring the best stuff here. George Wilson says, I like you, Adam and Cash, and Mike, the Boston trucker, and Steve Fezcheck, Cab Over Pete. I've heard of Cab Over Pete. I have not heard of Boston trucker. I would have to look at that. And Justin Sturgill from Ohio. I know that name. I've seen that channel. And Sergey Drachev. Okay, I've seen that channel too. The only one there I haven't seen is Boston trucker. I'll have to look that up. Man, I tell you what, there is a million YouTube trucking channels now. Holy crap. Like, everybody got one. Which is, hey, that's cool. That's cool. Teach each other. But I am going to wrap this up because I got a feeling my light is about to turn green here. So then I'm going to truck it up for a little bit. So thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me, man. This was cool. I haven't done one in a while. Wanted to get back. Everybody, shout out to Cassius Kings. We need to get him to do a live here. We're missing him. That's the best trucking entertainment out there. Period. So we'll have to hit him with the cattle prod. Well, thank you. Come on with it. It says the scientist in me wants you to duplicate the antigel test while mimicking truck idle shake in a freezer. Thoughts? How am I going to get that done? The truck idle shake would make it gel, even would make it less because you're agitating it. Damn it. I don't know. Unless I put the jars in the truck. I wait until a day when it's like 10 below zero, put the jars in the truck, leave the truck running, and just leave the doors wide open. I don't know. Does that do it? But then you got a low volume in a glass jar. I don't know. I can't get too fancy with it. It's just proof of concept, right? Uh-oh. You're going to unlock me? So I come in and sign my paperwork? Okay. I guess I'm out. I'm out of here, boys and girls. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks you for the super chats. Thanks for Cash for coming in. Man, I can't tell you. It's good to be back. And I don't know. If I got some service where I'm going to be holed up tomorrow, maybe we'll do this again. Everybody have a great Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. Spend it with your family. Happy New Year. Don't be doing nothing stupid, though. Be careful. Be safe. And we'll catch y'all later.